All right, welcome back, everybody, to another KC Sports Report live stream. And we got an entertaining one for you guys tonight. We're going to talk about the Chiefs-Raiders game on Sunday Night Football. And tonight I brought on Ash Raider, a fellow Raider, not a fellow Raiders fan, a Raiders fan. We're going to talk about this game. So what's up, Ash?
A fellow Raiders fan, huh? You don't think I'm a fellow Raiders fan?
I'm not a Raiders fan. That's what I was saying.
That's what you meant. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're good.
All
You're
right.
good.
Sorry, I did not have that much sleep last night. Anyways, what's going on? Chiefs Kingdom. I'm in unfamiliar territory, but what's going on, you guys, man? Ash Raider here. If you haven't already, sub up to my channel, Ash Raider, where I cover everything Las Vegas Raiders. So,
Yep.
glad to be here on Michael's stream right now, man. Talking Raiders and Chiefs, man. We're about to beat y'all again, man. But I'm gonna tell you why we're gonna beat y'all again. So,
well, please lay it on me. I want you to tell us your thoughts on the game. How do you think it's going to play out? I mean, we've been talking about this a lot. This is actually an important game. So, what do you think will happen on Sunday?
So, yeah, a lot of things could happen this Sunday, man. But I think if the Raiders come out with the same blueprint, the same game plan where we're going like aggressive early, and just aggressive throughout the whole game, I think we have a great chance to win. I saw a different Derek Carr that game at Arrowhead rather than a Derek Carr that was turning over the football or, being like very timid with his passing and whatnot. I saw he was connecting with Ruggs early, connecting with Aguilar, throwing it to Darren Waller, throwing it to Hunter Renfrow on third down. And not to mention, too, I think now with our running game, I think has gotten better, too. And that's one thing that is so huge for us for this game, because obviously a game plan to beat the Chiefs is to try to keep it away from Mahomes' hands as much as possible. We're the type of team that likes to, run the ball with Jacobs, and Derek Carr, like, when we have to, he'll throw the football, and it's not like in previous years where Derek Carr was playing like a game manager or whatnot. No, he's really throwing it deep. I think he's like top 5 in the NFL in passes 20 yards or more. And back to the whole running game, man, obviously we got Josh Jacobs, one of the best running backs in the game. But now with Devontae Booker, he's been really stepping up as of late, too.
I think he had touchdowns last week, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a couple touchdowns along with Jacobs. They were both responsible for all the touchdowns scored by the Raiders. And that's huge because obviously we don't want to like give a full workload to Jacobs, like giving him 25, 30, maybe even 35 carries per game. So like we could definitely like split carries between Jacobs and Booker this game, especially in a game like this against the Chiefs where, the number one key to this game, the biggest game plan is to try to, keep it away from Mahomes' hands as much as possible. Try to have like 6, 7 minute, 8 minute, maybe even 9 minute drives, when you're in the red zone, score touchdowns, not field goals, because it might bite you in the ass because the Chiefs might get the ball. And, what I talked about some earlier, you guys' offense, it sometimes only takes you like 3, 4 or 5 plays to score. Like you guys score quick.
Yeah, we can score very quickly. Well,
yeah, so just try to control the game, control the pace of the game, control the clock, run the ball. Obviously connect with third down. I don't know if you saw the stat or not, Michael, but the Raiders are number 1 in third down conversions. We've been very clutch on third down. And, obviously we're responsible for Mahomes' only interception. So, let's try to get another interception, maybe even 2, so.
All right, you're getting a little ahead of yourself.
Ahead of myself. Hey, we did get a pick off of Mahomes.
We'll see.
Yeah, it was kind of like a desperate throw, but hey, still threw it.
I mean, Mahomes is going to be a man on a mission. I think he's going to play really well. But one of the questions that I have for you is I've seen a lot of people go down with COVID. I don't know kind of what the state of your team is, but I have seen a lot of people go on the COVID list. So who's planning on playing or can play at this point that was already playing last week?
Okay. So last week, Corey Littleton came down with the virus. I'm unsure if he's going to be able to play this week. I don't know. I haven't really watched the press conference today and whatnot about that. But as far as, because at first it seemed like it was just Cleveland Farrell, our former first-round draft pick, came in with the virus. And so far, he's the only player that comes out with the virus. And LaMarcus Joyner, who we picked up in free agency last year with the Rams. Joyner has been cleared. He's going to play this Sunday. He's eligible to play this Sunday. And there were 7 other players. I can't really name you all, but some of the notable players that were on the list, all defensive players, were Jonathan Abram, Jonathan Hankins, which is one of our defensive tackles. Let's see here. Let me try to name a couple more. I can't really remember all the names, but it's not like it's not Max Crosby, it's not Trevon Mullen or Damon Arnett or Nick Kwiatkowski, who's been really stepping up as of late. But outside of Pharrell, so far they tested negative, and they all have a chance to play this Sunday. So they just keep testing negative. They will all play. We are going to be without Cleveland Pharrell, which is kind of a loss, but it's not like it's Max Crosby on our defensive line.
Max Crosby killed us last time.
Yeah.
It was bad.
I mean, Pharrell did play pretty well, too. Like, he was getting a lot of pressures on Mahomes as well, so that's kind of going to be somewhat of a loss. But I still think that our defensive line, I mean, you won't see it statistically, but I think as far as talent-wise, is better than what it was in previous years. Like, we got a lot of studs on our defensive line. It's just we're not getting enough sacks. We're just not getting to the quarterback in time at the end of the day. And I hope it changes throughout the course of the season, because we're going to need them to as we come in whereas we're getting closer and closer to playoff time, as we're trying to push for a playoff spot, maybe even an AFC West championship if we do win this game. I think if we lose, I think that's going to be thrown out the water. Even if we do run the table these last 6 games, I just don't see how you guys. I even said in my preview video, I just don't see how you guys drop your next 3 out of your next 6. But yeah, man. So far, it's just Cleveland Farrell he's guaranteed he's going to be out. We'll see with the other players. I want to say that they're going to play, but we'll see.
Well, the big name that I saw was that Abrams kid, and he's just a monster. But I mean, he'll probably play. The one thing that I'm looking at right now, though, is the matchups. And you brought up your defensive line. Our offensive line's got some COVID issues. So I'm not really sure who's going to play, who's not going to play. But if you got guys like I don't know, Mike Remmers going up against Max Crosby, it could be a long night. Yeah. So
it could be.
Yeah. I want to know who can play on our team. But how do you guys think that you go about it from an offensive perspective? Because you guys beat us a lot over the top. I don't expect our defense to give up the same amount of big plays, but how can you beat us a different way? Because I think that we're going to kind of learn from our mistakes and kind of make you guys beat us another way.
Well, I expect you guys to, definitely have a game plan for Ruggs. I think there's going to be times which you might even double team Henry Ruggs. And this is where I'm going to call out a player that I praised the last couple of years, but as of late, he has not looked like himself, but Darren Waller. I want to see Carr connect with Darren Waller this game a lot.
Waller?
Like the game against the Saints, where I think he had over 100 yards receiving, and the Saints just had no answers from all night. Like, they tried the double team, and they tried to put a safety on him. They tried to put a linebacker on, just nothing. Nothing would have worked. And I look at you guys' defense as a whole. I mean, I think you might agree on me on this. This is just my opinion, but I look at your linebackers. That's looks like the weak point of your defense. Do you agree on that, or?
By default, yeah, because our secondary is not that bad.
Okay.
But by default, I mean, we're not playing a good linebacker that we drafted for whatever reason. You guys need to hit Anthony Hitchens and Damian Wilson. That's the only way you guys can successfully get it going on the ground.
And that's why go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, that's basically it's just the linebacking core for us is weak, and I think that's why I've been impressed with Carr. I'm not gonna lie, he's looked a lot better. And that play action that he does run, it can get the Chiefs a little bit off balance, because if we solely commit to the run, I think we can stop the run. But if he drops back in the pocket and dumps it over to your 6'6" tight end and Darren Waller, we might have some issues.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I'm hoping that the Raiders could do a lot more in this game, is to try to do like the play action, not just from the shotgun, but like a rollout play action to have the defense completely full, kind of like what the Rams do with Jared Goff, doing the play action rollout. Do something similar to that, because with Jacobs and Booker, I can guarantee it, and it's not just your defense, but it's a lot of defense that could definitely get fooled by that, when they're expecting a run, but instead it's a play action, and like most of your players got fooled on that play, and then next thing you know, Carr, finds an open Darren Waller downfield or a Hunter Renfrow and whatnot. But yeah, I would like to see more of that, in this game for sure.
Yeah, well, we're fortunate. We're getting our rookie cornerback back that he didn't play in that first matchup. So I don't
Yeah.
know who did he go up against. Not maybe Aguilar. Maybe I'm not 100% sure, but I think we're starting to get healthy again, which is rare at this point in the season.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's talk about the magnitude of this game. I mean, we've been talking about this for a long time, but this game could decide a division. It really could.
Right. Yeah.
And when was the last time this actually like mattered?
I want to say the last time we made the playoffs back in 2016. That was probably the last time the Raiders and the Chiefs played a meaningful game where a lot could be at stake. So, and I think that game was also prime time as well. I think we played on a Thursday night, and I think you guys won, obviously, because I think that year we finished with the same record, but since you swept us, you had the tiebreaker, which I'm hoping for that would be the case for this year, because if we win this game, but we finished with the same record, we would have the tiebreaker because we would have swept you guys. So
yeah, I mean that can't. I remember the first live stream we did back when we first played, and I was kind of like, "Oh, we're just gonna kill you guys. Like it's gonna be a carbon copy of what happened last."
And I was telling you, hold on, I didn't say we were gonna win, but I said it's gonna be close, dude. You might be surprised here, Michael. He's like, "Oh, we always like to dominate against you guys and whatnot, and you guys are on a losing streak." I'm all like, Michael.
Yeah,
but okay.
I mean,
I can understand it from a Chiefs perspective. I mean, you're 4-0, you're defending Super Bowl champions. You look at the Raiders, and you're just like, oh, what did they really do in the offseason? They still have Derek Carr, it's just like, but I would also, but there would have been a part of me as well where it's like, I kind of saw this coming because at the end of the day, like someone told me this from earlier, but when you're playing a divisional rival, I mean, before Tom Brady left, like Tom Brady had issues against the Miami Dolphins, and it didn't matter how bad the Dolphins were before this season. Obviously, I know we're talking Raiders and Chiefs, but I want to give a special shout out to the Miami Dolphins. They are killing it so far. But yeah, it didn't matter how bad the Dolphins were; they would just find ways to always beat the Patriots in the regular season. So you just got to throw that shit to the side. It didn't matter if you guys were 4-0 when we were like what 2-2, 2-3 or something like that, and we won. So.
I mean, you guys are a good team. You're a playoff team, whether you make it or not. I mean, that's kind of out of your control. I mean, dude, could you imagine?
I hope we do. Like, I want to see Derek Carr finally play in a playoff game for once.
Could you imagine?
I want to see that.
Could you imagine a Chiefs Raiders game at Arrowhead? You guys, let's just say for the storyline, you guys do beat us. You guys do beat us on Sunday. You guys come into Arrow. Oh no, why don't we go into Vegas and we beat you guys?
Oh man, I don't know how I would ever get over that. Honestly, that would hurt a lot. That would the fact that we would have swept you guys and won the division, and then you came to our house for a playoff game and we would have lost. I mean, even if Raider fans still say, "Well, we won the West, and we're in the playoffs," it's like, yeah, but like we lost to the team that we swept. Like that would hurt for sure. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't want it to happen, but I could definitely see a possibility, whether it's at Arrowhead or Allegiant Stadium, of the Raiders and the Chiefs playing in the playoffs. I do, and I would actually be more excited rather than me being scared. It doesn't even matter if we lose in a blowout this game this Sunday. I would still be excited because anything could happen in the playoffs. I mean, you saw with the Titans last year with how they just came out of nowhere. So, and I have this feeling that we could be that similar team. We have a lot of similarities to that same Titans team. Like we have a running game, we have a quarterback that takes care of the football. The defense is starting to come together slowly but surely. Believe it or not. So, it's possible. But again, I'm taking this one game at a time. I'm not even thinking about trying to become like an underdog in the playoffs. Like I want to win this game so that there's a chance that the Raiders could win the West. So. I'm focused on bigger things this Sunday.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna add somebody else to the stream as well. I want to hear your prediction on how this game unfolds.
Man, I feel like this is going to be a shootout again. I really do. I feel like in order for the Chiefs to win, and it's honestly possible. Even though I think our defense is slowly starting to turn the corner, it wouldn't surprise me if Mahomes needs to throw for at least over 300 yards if you guys are going to have a chance to win this game. Like he needs to go off this game. Like he needs to go. He needs to outplay Carr, because Derek Carr outplayed him in Arrowhead, in my opinion. And I want to see if Clyde Edwards-Helaire can have a bounce back game, because last game when we played, he really it was also because you guys were trailing for most of the second half, but he didn't really do that much. I think he only got 50 yards rushing yards or something.
Yeah, it wasn't very much.
That's for you guys. I think that's another key. You got to get the running game going with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and not just have to rely on Mahomes most of the time.
Yeah, Village Boy, what do you think?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about the upcoming game?
Okay, so this is going to be our toughest game yet. I know we really haven't had any tough games. I mean, in the Chiefs' point of view, I believe that the Chiefs really weren't motivated in that game, in the first game at Arrowhead.
Here he is.
We were not motivated.
The OG.
Hi. I got beer.
I need to get a Raider fan on here now. God damn it.
Oh shit! This is almost empty. I'll be right back.
All right, but go ahead, Village Boy.
Because the Chiefs players and Andy Reid, they're mad. They're mad that the Raiders took that victory lap on our stadium, and they're gonna and I don't know, Andy Reid's pissed off about it. Some Travis Kelce, I know he mentioned it earlier this week, and they're angry that the Raiders took a victory lap in their stadium after they beat us in Arrowhead for the first time since
if your
2012.
If your bus driver wasn't talking a little trash before the game, maybe we would have never victory lap in your stadium in the first place.
It was John Gruden thing to do.
Dude, I loved it. I honestly loved it, dude. Because, you know what? It's a regular season win. It is a big one, but at the end of the day, it is just a regular season win. But fuck, man.
But the Chiefs will be motivated, and I don't know if you want to piss off an angry Chiefs team.
I want to know if we want to score, because I think that's very possible at this point too. I think Andy Reid was genuinely pissed about you guys taking the victory lap. I hope he just does. You know what? Let's just go out and put up 50. I think we can do it too. I mean, we'll see.
Not better. That's possible too. Unfortunately, like I said, I think our defense is slowly starting to get better, but it wouldn't surprise me because it's been playing up and down as of late. That's the thing. But it wouldn't surprise me if the Chiefs just are just fucking. I told you last week, Michael, or not last week, the last time we played each other. Because at that point, I wanted Paul Gunther, John. I was all like, dude, as much as I want to win this game, I wouldn't be surprised if your team drops fucking 50 on us. And honestly, that's just one step closer to getting our defensive coordinator fired at the end of the day. So, but
adjustments will be made because first game we didn't really have a run game. Defense didn't play that good. Our defense didn't play that good in the first game. Yeah. We just let too many big plays, and I know there are some questionable calls, but still, you gotta battle through that. And we just didn't get the job done at the end of the day. So,
this comment sums it up. Andy took the personal or the victory lap personal.
Sounds like he did.
I mean, I didn't think it was much of a deal. I kind of thought it was silly, but it's. We'll see. I think
we'll see how pissed off the Chiefs will be.
This is basically bulletin board material.
We will see. I mean, it's going to be interesting going up against the pissed off Kansas City Chiefs team. Whether or not we can play against the Chiefs, or that one game was really just a fluke, and you guys are still the Chiefs. And even though we're I saw Chief Urag video last night. I saw Chief Urag. He said I applaud you for saying that we're a good team, but obviously Chief Urag is on his Chiefs bullshit, saying you're good, but you're not great like the Chiefs. okay, Chief Urag. Okay.
I'll be patient. Keep going. Plead your case, man. I'll be patient.
Oh no, I already talked to Michael about how I think we were gonna beat you guys, but If you want, since you're already in here, I can tell you it again if you want.
Nah, you don't have to.
All right. Well, you can go ahead and speak your. Oh my God, man!
And all the Chiefs fans.
I am getting gang banged right now. All right. And now it is time for Ash Raider to present a little surprise to Chiefs Kingdom.
Oh Lord.
Oh God. What is it?
Just keep
Oh,
keep your pants on.
Andy Rod, you want to tell Michael about our little bet that we have going?
Oh, the bet? Yeah, sure. I'll tell him.
What's that?
I'll tell him.
Not really that big of a bet, but it's
not really that big of a bet. So, Michael, his bet is that if the Chiefs lose, you have to change your profile picture to the Raiders logo for 1 week. But now, if the Raiders lose, Ash Raider has to change his profile picture to the Chiefs logo for 1 week.
Yep.
That'll be great.
I mean, I can't believe, dude. Why would I change my? But you know what? Fuck it. It's a bet.
But
I'm gonna do it.
You know
Fuck
what,
it.
Andy Rod, you would. I mean, you're a sports fan and living in LA. You would fit right in, like if you.
Nah, I would not fit right in. Hell
Yes, you
no.
would. You root for the Lakers, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Los Angeles Kings, and a team that used to be in Los Angeles but is in Las Vegas but has a strong fan base in Los Angeles, the Raiders.
Yeah.
It'd be perfect.
Bro, if I did that, people
hell no. That would be a disgrace.
Oh man.
I feel like too many people ask you questions.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think this is gonna be a fun game. Like I said, I think we're gonna win it.
Shout out to Vincent Cruz. He says, "Go Raiders." Shout out to Vincent Cruz.
Oh, he was here on when was it? When we signed Baker. He was one of the dude. Okay, I had over 300 angry Raiders fans in my live stream comments, just going to town. It was the funniest thing ever. Like I swear, I think I probably had more Raiders fans watching the stream than more Raiders fans watching the stream than Chiefs fans.
It's possible, maybe. I don't know. I told Pistol and a Raider cousin to tune in tonight. Maybe they send it to their little Raider fans as well, man. I have a couple of Raider fans personally.
Yeah, Aaron,
you can tune in tonight. So,
Aaron, you can jump in. The link's in the description.
Oh, let me guess. Another Chiefs fan?
Yeah, he's the mod over at RGR Football.
I need to get a Raiders fan on here.
Ooh, it's a Sunday night game. Nice.
Did you not know that?
No, man. I told you guys. I mentally checked out like fucking 3 weeks ago. I didn't
checked out, but you're 8-1.
I could care less about the Panthers game, and I could care less about the Jets game.
That game.
I know. I didn't. I barely even watched it, man. I only tuned in because I looked at my phone and it said it was close at the end of the game, and so I turned the TV on at the end.
Okay, but let me ask you this though, Michael. So
I'm terrible.
I mean, the Panthers are a gritty team.
They're personal for him. Hold on, Village Boy. Andy Reid thinks it's personal for him that the Raiders took a victory at Lounder Stadium, but yet you guys 2 weeks later were on the field dancing against the Jets out of all teams.
Okay, we were just having fun, all right?
I barely even watched that game.
The Jets.
That was a sign of disrespect.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It was a home game,
to the
right?
Jets. You're not.
They're just having fun.
The Jets suck, but at the end of the day, they are a professional football team. Even if that means they go 0-16, which is possible, by the way.
I thought they were going 0-16.
Unless they beat the Chargers this weekend, then I don't know.
Yeah.
How did the Raiders look last week?
We blew out the Broncos, Urag.
What about the week before that?
We beat the Chargers in a nail biter, 31-26. Herbert was the only reason why it was close.
What about the week before that?
We beat the Browns 16-6 on the road.
So you grinded it out for 2 weeks and then you whooped Denver's ass.
I mean, Denver, they're bottom feeders at this point.
The Chiefs are giving you 8 points.
Are we really 8-point favorites?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. That's why I'm asking you who you've played the last couple of weeks.
Thank you, Vincent Cruz. He says he subbed to my channel. Go Raiders.
Dude, I don't I think 8-point favorites is a lot. I mean, that's a lot for a division opponent. But
here's another thing too. I've been seeing from like the media, like it's just favoring towards and again, like I'm not gonna sit here and say the Raiders should be the favorites.
I mean, I guess they're favoring because like.
Hello?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I think he just stopped.
I thought Village Boy was gonna say something.
Oh
so
no, I thought you said hold on. That's why I stopped.
No. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
I mean, I guess it's kind of like they see it as, oh, okay, now the Chiefs are gonna take the Raiders seriously this time around. Because I know we didn't account for Henry Ruggs. We definitely didn't account for Nelson Aguilar. Henry Ruggs destroyed us last game. Let's call it how it is.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Now you know how I felt when Tyreek Hill like scored all over my home field. Now you know how that feels now with Henry Ruggs. But anyways, no, seriously, on a real serious note, I don't like how. Okay, I'm not saying the Chiefs shouldn't be the favorites, and personally for me, and this is me being unbiased, the Chiefs should be the favorites this game. They're coming off a bye. They're 8-1, and yeah, like I can understand why the media thinks that maybe it was just one bad game because you guys are 8-1. But here's my issue: they're saying it's an 8. You guys are an 8-point favorites, and that you guys are like. I saw like the spread and whatnot. It's like 75% Chiefs, 25% Raiders. To me personally, I think it's like 60-40, maybe even 55-45 Chiefs. I think you guys should be like at least maybe like honestly, if you're a better watching this video, or this live stream rather, take the Raiders 8-point spread. I do think that we're gonna cover that. I think it's gonna be close. I don't know. Like I said, like. We could win, we could not win. Who knows? Like I'm not saying it's going to be like a coin play, but it'll be really close. But if we lose, it's not going to be like it's not going to be by a blowout. It's going to be like around like the 4 to like or 3 to 6 point range, in my opinion.
I don't know. I mean, we do. I mean, we do blow out good teams, though. I mean, not blow out, but we do manage to win from more than 3 points.
Okay, so. What team have you been this year? Because you said you guys had a very easy schedule, which I can agree on. What team though this year you beat that was any good at all?
The Ravens.
I guess only the Ravens, really.
I mean, I'd say the Raven. Oh, dude, I
think at this point we could beat the Ravens. The Ravens are really starting to fall off a bit.
As pathetic as this sounds, I got to go through our schedule.
Bills,
dude. For what it was at the beginning of the year, the schedule was way tougher. But now, hindsight 2020, the only good teams we played are the fucking Raiders, the Ravens, and the Bills.
Yep.
Yeah,
but at the beginning of the year, your perception is that the Patriots are going to be good.
I don't think
you know what I mean?
But people keep saying, "Oh, the Chiefs have an easy schedule the rest of the way." No, we don't. We got to play the Dolphins in Miami. They're good.
Yeah,
we got to play
at the beginning of the year. You thought the Dolphins game was an easy game.
You guys got a tough schedule. You guys got to play Tampa after us. Yep. Then you got to go to Miami and then go to New Orleans, and most likely Breeze will be back by then because it's the games. And like I saw you guys' schedule, it was like in like the second to the last week of the season, so he should be back. So
that's called a Super Bowl schedule.
Yeah, but, so we do not have an easy schedule.
I give you the Bills game. I do give you the Bills game there. The Bills are a good team, so like I guess 2 teams. I would really say 1.5 because as much as I love Lamar Jackson, and I want the Ravens to do well. Like they're starting to fall off a little bit. I wouldn't surprise if
Hold on, Ash. We play basically the same schedule though. You guys are gonna play. You guys played the Bucks, the Saints. We play those exact same teams.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to talk about I think our schedule has been.
We played a way tougher schedule than you guys at the moment.
I mean, who do you guys
played a way tougher schedule. So So do you want me to look up the schedule and break down all the games or like the teams?
I mean, just the tough ones. The tough.
Okay, so again, we beat Cleveland in Cleveland. Okay, say what you want about
Saints
Cleveland.
Without Michael Thomas, though. Without Michael Thomas.
But here's the thing, though.
And the Saints' passing game wasn't really all that.
But here's the thing, though.
really all year.
They had the Saints as a 5-6 point favorite, and they were up by 10 points at one point in the game. So it wasn't like, like the Saints couldn't win this game without Michael Thomas, because they certainly can. And they were up at one point. It's just like, we started to get going with our offense, Jacobs, and Waller had a monster
To be honest,
game.
I actually did pick the upset. I don't know if you remember, Casey.
Oh
Casey
yeah,
Sports
you did pick the
I
Raiders
did
to win.
pick the upset. I'm like, I don't know. First game in Las Vegas. Saints don't have Michael Thomas. I just said, man, what the heck? I picked the upset, and turns out I was right. So I don't know. The Saints really haven't been all that great this year. I mean, they're not really good on defense, and they can't really pass down the field. All they really do is just check down to Kamara and really to Michael Thomas. Those are their only two threats.
I think okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
They're still the 1 seed. They have the 1
seed. And another thing too. I thought Green Bay had it. I thought Green Bay was the number 1 seed.
I think last I checked, the Saints had it. I could be wrong though.
Here's the thing, though, Village Boy. Like this Saints team that you think it's not that good this year.
I mean, they're okay. They're okay. I'm not saying like
I think
they're not better than.
Go ahead.
From previous teams, from like the year that they got fucked over by the refs, they're not better than that Saints team.
But here's the thing, though.
To the Super Bowl.
They beat Tampa Bay twice. They blew out Tampa Bay in Tampa, and Tampa Bay's a really good team this year.
Yeah,
almost shut them out.
Yeah,
it's true.
So, and I think I don't know who else they beat, but they've beat plenty of other teams that are probably worth mentioning. But look, they're 7-2. They might drop some games now because Breeze is out. But again, they're going to be a team to look out for in the playoffs. I still think with the healthy Drew Brees, they're still one of the better teams in the league. And again, I would understand, Village Boy, if you were to say, oh yeah, Drew Brees wasn't out. I mean, Michael Thomas, that is sort of a key loss, but I still feel like we would have won that game, in my opinion. I truly do believe that.
They just dump it off to Kamara every other play, though.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, dude, like I said, we're gonna play the same teams that you did, and we might play a Saintsless or a Drew Brees absent team. But I mean,
they're starting Taysom Hill over Jameis Winston. That is the most stupidest thing ever.
Yeah,
I don't like Jameis Winston, but he's more qualified to be the starter at the moment than fucking Taysom Hill. That is just
agreed.
That's why I had to change my pick. I picked the Saints originally, but now I changed it to the Falcons.
That's gonna be tough. They're just gonna run that wildcat play.
I'm still gonna go with the Saints. I don't trust the Falcons. They'll probably blow it.
Who's at home?
The Saints, but
the Saints.
You know how the Saints and Falcons are. Like, dude, it doesn't matter where you play. Like, they're gonna play.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Well, why don't we go down?
Coming off a bye too. They're coming off.
Why don't we go down the line for Aaron, who just joined, Chief Urag, and give your thoughts on the upcoming game. Aaron, you want to start us off?
I'm really thinking it's going to be 45-26. This is the biggest spread I've ever predicted and biggest score for the Chiefs I've predicted. But that lap around the stadium, I think that got to just about everybody on the Chiefs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. All right, what do you think, Urag?
Well, I think the first time around, you saw Mahomes pretty much play the worst game that he could possibly play from a quarterback standpoint. I think his completion percentage that game, the last time we played, was like 51%, something like that. It was the worst you'd ever seen Mahomes, throwing behind people, not hitting his target, receivers contributing as well, stuff bouncing off their hands. And at the end of the day, we lost by a touchdown, and for what most part was a shootout, and the Raiders pretty much did everything that they were supposed to do in a game where you beat the Chiefs, which is you got to score a shitload of points and take advantage of every single possession and play good, flawless football. and just not make a ton of mistakes. And that's exactly what the fucking Raiders did last time around. That's how they won.
Yep.
And not a lot of teams can do that week in and week out, you know, and win against a team like the Chiefs who literally just score at will in crazy kind of ways. And a shitload of points can get scored really, really quick. It really just doesn't matter what given point it is during the game, you know, like you're down 2 touchdowns as a Chiefs fan with, 6 minutes left in the game, and you're just not really worried about it anymore, especially when it's a regular season game. Yeah, you're biting your fingernails off in the playoffs, but in a regular season game, whatever, who cares? But this time around with the Raiders, really the number one thing that I think that the Chiefs have going for them, which is going to be outstanding until Andy Reid retires, is just how good Andy Reid is off of a bye week, whether it be the first game of the year, whether it be a regular season bye, or whether it be a playoff bye. Andy Reid is just a master of preparation. And he's been staring at the black and silver for the past 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So I do definitely have confidence that the Chiefs are going to win this game. I guess the question is are they going to cover that spread? Personally, I probably wouldn't bet this game.
Yeah,
but
I kind of saw.
It's a big spread. I probably wouldn't bet this game because I'd be betting more with my heart instead of my brain. But I'd probably pass on the spread. But I think the Chiefs will win. I think they'll do it.
And the Chiefs don't really give up that much points. The only time they really given up, I mean, I know they gave up a lot of points to the Panthers, but we only give up like 20.3 points per game, which is like 6th best in the league. So the only time we gave up 40 was against the Raiders, and that's because Mahomes threw like a pick, and like Jeff Heath threw it all the like he almost returned it for a touchdown, which is only Mahomes' pick of the season. I mean, that pick, he forced it. He had no choice.
Threw it into like triple coverage.
Yeah,
we do get lucky a lot on defense because of jitters. There are a lot of teams that we play that just have, I guess you could say, inferior offenses or inferior quarterbacks, where when they get on the field against the Chiefs, their rookie quarterback or their inferior quarterback is thinking to themselves, shit, man, I got to kind of perform on a level today that's a little bit more than some other average game because I'm playing Mahomes, you know?
Yeah,
I have to go nuts today because Mahomes goes nuts all the time.
Yeah, some teams like crap. I got to score a lot of points if I don't. Yeah, now that's why a lot of teams go for it on 4th down against us. Because
we went extra with that game, you know. Because I remember towards the end of the game, once it hit the 2-minute mark, it was 4th down, and we could have just punted and played defense, but no. John Gruden's
you guys went for it. I remember
that. We can get this 1st down. If we don't, then it might backfire. But we came here to win, so we went for it. Got the 1st down. Took 3 knees. We won the game.
You guys made every play that you were supposed to make, and that's why you won. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, even on a day where Mahomes had a 51% completion percentage or some shit like that, the Chiefs ended up scoring like 30-something fucking points, which is good to beat most teams on any given day. So like, even when Mahomes plays like dirt ass shit, like Derek Carr had a great day that day, and you guys won by 1 score.
Yeah, well, it was also because too, like in the first half, like you guys were up by 2 possessions, not once but twice. And also too, like once we started getting going, you still managed to tie the game at halftime. So
you guys made plays, and you made those big plays. You guys had like 5 or 6 of them that were nice, which we do that to people all the time.
Yeah.
So like I can't hate on it. I can't hate on the way that you beat us. You know what I mean? Right. It's not like it was cheap. It's not like it was last year or whatever where you had to play 4th down like fucking 7 times. Some shit. Want to punch the TV screen?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think that you guys played a very good game. but we played a pretty bad game. And I mean, not to take away from your win, but
I've had games like that.
We beat ourselves, and that's why you guys won. I mean, you guys played a good game, but we made mistakes, and you guys capitalized on those mistakes, and that's why you won. I don't expect to make those mistakes.
A lot of games are decided that way.
It felt like it went both ways for sure. Because I remember, Michael, you were saying like, I think this Chiefs defense is turning the corner, and then we just have this one game where we're just clicking on all cylinders. And then, I thought, like, personally for me after that game, it's like, okay, you know what? Like, not only did we win this game, but I think the Chiefs defense has gotten exposed. I don't think they're good. They're as good as what like Michael is saying, or as Andy Ross, maybe some of you guys on here are saying. But then the very next week or whenever the next game you guys play, like I remember, think you guys. What game was it you guys played the very next week? Because I remember you guys.
It was the Patriots, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. And you shut them down only. Well, then again, Cam Newton didn't play.
Cam didn't play.
Only 10 points,
5 turnovers, something like that.
But you forced turnovers.
Yeah,
forced a lot of turnovers.
That's true.
Which,
that's another thing that you guys
against Brian Hoyer, that's still hard to do at the end of the day. No matter.
I'll only turn the ball over once, and which is not something
I think that victory lap in Arrowhead pissed Andy off, even though he didn't have balls to say it.
Oh, it did for sure.
Oh, him saying something about it means it pissed him off.
Oh, I didn't even know it happened. So somebody must have noticed it. Somebody must have noticed it.
He reported it.
Like I said, tell your bus driver not to be talking shit before the game. When he was taking us to the stadium, maybe that would have never transpired.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, that's just bulletin board material. At the end of the day, it's something good that we can put.
It adds a little height to it though, like because Reed, you can tell he was kind of upset when he said that, and then Gruden added why he did it was because the bus driver was talking shit before the game when the bus driver was dropping off the Raiders to the stadium. It adds more fuel to this game, especially considering the fact that this is a Sunday night game and this is a big game for both teams. Because again, if the Chiefs win, I'll even say on here as a Raiders fan, you won the division. Okay, you can have the division. We'll meet again in the playoffs, maybe. And then we'll get our revenge this time. But if we win this game, not only do we sweep, but we're only a game out. So that opens the door for the Raiders to possibly take this division. So a lot's on a lot.
I'll never be able to. I'll never be able to hear the end.
Back.
True.
Sneed's. I don't know if Sneed's playing.
Wishful thinking, though.
We just got to take care of business. I think we will. But like I said, the storylines in this game are going to be fun to watch. Fun to watch. I just hope everybody's healthy because, I mean, I don't.
Yeah, no, that's
agreed.
I
don't want to play your practice squad defense. I think Mahomes will torch your good defense, but if we just play like your practice squad guys, it's not even going to be a fun game.
Like I said, as long as all these players, obviously outside of Farrell, because he actually has the virus, they test negative, which they've been doing.
I'd love to see Snead
every day.
6 against Derek Carr when he comes back.
I was just about to say, who's not playing because of the Wu flu?
Okay.
I mean,
so Cleveland Farrell, our first round draft pick from last year, the first round draft pick, because remember we had 3. He's not going to be playing because he has COVID. Okay. There were 7 other guys that came in close contact with Cleveland Farrell, but as of late, they have tested negative. They are in quarantine, so they aren't practicing, but they're testing negative, and they should be good to go. It's only about like 6 or 7.
Out of that, he's been playing all week on our end.
Okay, so we got some guys injured too.
Yeah,
or sick rather.
But to add to your point, Chief, you're like some of the notable names. I'm not going to name them all, but some of the notable names that were in close contact with Farrell were Jonathan Abram, Jonathan Hankins, and I think that's really not like a very like notable name on our defense, like a Max Crosby or a Trevon Mullen, Damon Arnett, who's our first round corner, Nick Kwiatkowski, who's been stepping up a lot as of late. So.
Well, Ash, you're all your Raiders fans. I just attract them.
Hey,
I heard that most of your defense, or like
Raiders fan.
a good portion of the Raiders defense was, they got the Wu flu.
Well, that I thought that was the first report because they said like like the whole starting defense was going to quarantine because of virus, but no, like apparently it was just like 7 players. A couple of them are starters, the rest are just like mostly rotational players. So, but we'll see. I believe that they're going to be fine. I think like they'll be able to play this Sunday if they continue to test negative, which they have been the last couple days. It's just only Cleveland Farrell is going to be the only one that's not going to play, which really, like I said, I don't think it's that big of a loss, but I do remember the last time he played against the Chiefs, he didn't get a sack. He was getting after Mahomes a lot in that game, along with Crosby on the other side too. So, and he's also good at stopping the run too. So it's kind of a key loss, but I wouldn't say it's like a major loss on our defense. Like a major loss, like losing Max Crosby or Nick Kwiatkowski or Jonathan Abram. But go ahead, keep your.
The Chiefs have players out too, right? For the same reason.
Yes, your tackles, right?
Okay, well
Mitchell
today,
Schwartz, I think.
I thought it was like Mitch Schwartz or
He's
something.
had back spasms, but he was also on the COVID list.
yeah. I just saw that
Hardman's
Fisher
definitely out.
Fisher came back.
Hardman's playing, I think.
I think Hardman and Fisher can both play. If they do,
Yeah.
I don't know if they will. But
I just checked the injury report, and I never even
He
saw
was
Hardman
actually
on it.
positive.
How many days do you have to be clear
dude, I got
So-
5.
before
Yeah,
they
so
can
you
say,
have to
"Hey, you're
test-
good to go"?
You have to test negative
4, I
5
think.
days in a row, I believe.
4 or
I think it's 5 days, 4 or 5 days in a row.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, that's really not all that bad of a gig or a rap. I guess you could say. And here's the reason why. I watch a lot of conservative like radio and like talk shows and comedy and shit like that. And
So do I.
one of them did some research for me, and they found out that throughout the course of the whole entire pandemic, that 50 we're closing in on, I think, somewhere around 54 million people across the world that have gotten it, and only 4 people have gotten it twice.
really,
So once you get it and you survive and it's over, your chances of getting it again are like slim to none. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's what
So,
I heard
like,
too. Yeah,
as
once
like-
you get-
conservative host was that?
What's that?
Which conservative host was that?
Louder with Crowder.
I like
Louder
that.
with Crowder.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, like you see these Patriot fans flipping out at the beginning of the season because Cam Newton can't play in the Chiefs game. You know what I mean? Because of the reason we just got done talking about. But it's like, all right, well, I mean, the protocol is only like 5 games. So, all right, you miss 1 game. And it's not like all these other players throughout the league are not subject to this same stuff. Anybody can catch it, and you just get it. You work through it, and then you're done with it, and you're back playing football.
When you can't really complain either because everybody's getting it. I mean,
yes, exactly.
Like, I mean, and honestly, I think that's kind of, and somebody, I remember hearing somebody talk about this, but he goes, that's kind of the head coach's fault. Cause like, I mean, no offense to you, Raider or Ash Raider, but I mean, John Gruden has not been super like, I don't know even what the word is, super
On top of it.
on top of the whole COVID restriction stuff. So if you want to blame, or I guess you're not going to blame anything, but like for the people who were complaining that your star players out, it's like, well, I guess, I mean, like I said, sometimes you catch it.
Oh, I'll be right back.
About that.
What I'm saying is it's just a one-time thing, like you just get it, you do it, you serve your 5 days if you just so happen to get it, and then you're done, and it's over with, and you're probably not going to get it again.
Yeah.
So hopefully it works out for the best for everybody. You know what I mean? And we don't really have to deal with this shit like AFC Championship, NFC Championship, Super Bowl week.
Right.
Oh, that they have to do something about that because like
yeah,
they want the NFL.
That's catastrophic.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine you could probably muscle through wild card and divisional weekend because let's be honest, throughout the course of history, people do get hurt. So having a star player out for wild card weekend due to COVID to me is not that big of a deal. Obviously, if half your team is out, then it's kind of all right. Well, we need an executive order here or some shit, because we need to play a real football game,
Right?
But once you get to like AFC Championship or like NFC Championship or Super Bowl weekend, then it's like, all right, well, I know this dude has it, but he's got to play.
See, I believe one of the games we lost this year was because of COVID. I think I already talked to you about this, Michael. This was actually our last loss was against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You guys were out Trent Brown, right?
So yes. What had happened was that Trent Brown came down with the virus, but then our whole offensive line was close to contact with Trent Brown, and that worried me a lot because Tampa Bay, like their front seven, just their front four is one of the best in the league. So and we needed to really prepare, and they had no practice whatsoever. Trent Brown ended up missing the game, and Jonathan Abram. See, this is why Jonathan Abram, I'm really hoping that he won't have this, at least he'll be playing because he didn't play last game because I think he did also have COVID as well because he hung out with Trent Brown. It really affected the defense. So I'm really hoping he can be eligible to play for this game because one of the reasons why the Raiders defense has kind of gotten better recently, is we don't really give up the big play. And that's because of Jonathan Abram, just staying in the backfield, playing center field, making sure, he's not allowing the big play to happen and whatnot. He's also a guy that can also blitz. He's also a guy that can also lay out the boom, obviously. And, losing him would kind of be a big loss, especially in a game like this.
He's good.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah. He's a hothead. He's a hothead, though, isn't he?
So really, I kind of use that as an excuse because our whole offensive line did not practice all week, and Jonathan Abram was out for this game, and Brady was just throwing it deep with ease, like there was no tomorrow. He was throwing it deep to Mike Evans, to Chris Godwin, to Gronk, and we just had no answer for it.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, I want to play you guys when you're at your best because I think we can beat any team when they're at their best.
Yeah, I want that. I want to play at our best as well. So
yeah.
I'll say this much.
Let me say this.
The Raiders would be known as the hot garbage they used to be, if not for the genius that is Mike Mayock, as far as how good of a drafting.
Yeah, I love Mike Mayock. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely. I credit John Gruden as well, but Mike Mayock is the biggest reason why the Raiders are where they're at right now.
Agreed. And I'm no Raider fan.
Unbelievable draft. We had an unbelievable draft in 2019. 2020, not so much, but you can see players like obviously Henry Ruggs, Damon Arnett that have potential. So, and then there's another player I'm thinking of too. Oh, Brian Edwards, that's another player that you might see this Sunday that you won't expect, but we'll see what happens. And but yeah, man. What's up?
Opposite Abrams.
Oh, Abram actually was in the draft last year. Actually, this is actually his second year, but he missed all of last year due to a torn labrum. So technically, he is a rookie, but he came from the 2019 draft class.
Kind of like Niang with the Chiefs. He's a rookie this year, if you want to get technical, but he opted out, so he's a rookie next year.
Right. Yeah, but I kind of use that as an excuse because I felt like, and especially, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Was it Edwards? That's the other safety that's been stepping up quite a bit, opposite Abrams.
Edwards? No, it's Jeff Heath. Jeff Heath. He actually won AFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got 2 interceptions on lock last week. So.
Oh, he made that one hand, didn't he?
No, that was actually Nick Wiskowski. That was Nick Wiskowski that got the one-handed interception. Our linebacker that we got in free agency.
Oh, okay.
We got it from the Bears defense, so he's really good. Very underrated in my opinion. He's good at stopping the run. He's good at coverage. He's good at tackling. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah. No, the Raiders and Buccaneers game. I felt like if we were at our best, we definitely could have won that game because if you watch the highlights, besides the last 8 to 9 minutes, we were actually in that game. It was like 24-20, I believe, and then the Buccaneers just started running away with it. Like Brady was just going off, because the Raiders were just gassed. Like I think they were just happy that they made it close because of all the BS we had to go through, and I guess Brady and company they were healthy and they took advantage of that and they won. So
yeah.
In fact, I'm actually keeping a list of players to watch in Sunday's game on my computer, and Josh Jacobs and Henry Ruggs are both on it.
Yeah, look up for Devontae Booker too, man. Look up for Devontae Booker.
Yeah,
he's stepping up as of late.
If we stop Jacobs,
I
think we'll win.
Need on
I think
Ruggs.
so.
Yeah,
Ruggs is the key too, though, and Darren Waller is going to be on there too.
Don't forget, hey, here's another thing why I think we could win this game. I feel like we have a very, very deep offense. Like if you look at our receiving core, it's definitely not the best receiving core in the league. I'm not saying it, but there's a lot of reliable receivers we have on that roster, like Henry Ruggs, Nelson Aguilar, who has been having a resurgence and with the Raiders, Hunter Renfrow in the slot. And then, hopefully once he gets together too soon, our other rookie, Brian Edwards. But then you also have Darren Waller with our tight end position.
You guys turned Aguilar into a good receiver. I don't know.
Yeah,
you did.
Jason Witten, it was a weird signing at first, but he's been making some plays as of late,
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously in the running game, you got Mr. Josh Jacobs, top 5, by the way, and then Devontae Booker.
And am I the only one that pictured Jalen Hurts, who's of course with the Eagles, as a Raider and not an Eagle when he was in the draft?
Dude, you know what's funny is I actually kind of wanted to get Jalen Hurts for competition purposes, but honestly, I'm glad we didn't because he doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, I mean that's Philly for you.
Hey, hey there, Ash Raider.
Yes.
Did you show anybody that video that I made where I sang that song?
On like in real life or
yeah. Like any of your
so.
like any of your friends that mess with you. You know what I mean?
You know what? CP Rug, I actually showed it to my couple of friends that are actually Mexican, and they're just all like,
yeah.
What the fuck is this?
What did they think?
I was Mexican for the last couple of years, but I'm not. I'm Middle Eastern, and they were just laughing at it. They love the fact that you picked that song because they love Cheech and Chong too. So they're just like, dude, this dude is a G. I'm like, I know, man.
You know that I know you're Middle Eastern, right? Like the whole time, right?
Wait, so you were just messing with me?
Yes, yes.
You know what? You were drunk, man. I remember too.
You were doing the joke. Ash actually thought that you were being serious.
I was just curious if you had shown that video to anyone like in real life.
Yeah, like I said, I showed it to a couple of my Mexican friends, and they're all like, "Dude, what is this?" Oh, that was a great video, man. I loved it.
Speaking of singing on videos, that's actually what my channel mostly
all I
is.
wanted to do, Rag, was just a crow. Like, hey, congrats to the Raiders. Shout out to Ash Raider. But no, since you pulled that off, man, you get an extra 10+ points for me, man.
I work in my spare time, kind of, I don't know, like a couple days a week, just helping out one of my wife's friends who runs a company that does preservation for foreclosed homes. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go to a foreclosed home and I'll walk through it. I'll take a billion pictures and I'll make bids based on repairs that I think need to happen so the home can at least be preserved enough so it doesn't just deteriorate.
Right.
Like fix mold, fix the roof, yada yada yada. And like when you go in these homes, you're liable to find anything. So I go into this one house and I go into this one bedroom and I see this giant fucking sombrero chilling on this fucking bed. And I was like, yo, Ash Raider's gonna love this. So I picked the thing up and And I bring this sombrero home, right? And I'm in my fucking front yard with the garden hose spraying the thing off because it's all dirty and shit. And my wife comes home. She sees me out front spraying this sombrero. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Yo, I found this. I'm gonna fucking do it in a video." She's like, "You're fucking insane."
I thought it was funny, man.
Yeah, it's huge, dude.
No, I remember when you showed that off on LA Lakers, I couldn't stop laughing. Like
I still got it.
I couldn't stop laughing. Honestly, dude, if we somehow beat you guys again, man, I mean, do it again.
Coming out again.
You got to do
Oh
it
yeah.
again,
If we lose, I'll do it again.
So let me ask you guys.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We'll go
That's
down.
not gonna. For the record, that's not gonna happen though.
We'll go down the line.
All right.
Start
But
with
if
me.
it does,
We'll go down.
Remember.
For the
Let's
record, you're
do
right.
Predictions for this week.
We're not
I think
gonna
the
lose.
Chiefs
Are
will
we
go
doing
in.
game predictions?
Yeah, let's
for other
skip game predictions
Okay.
and I'll just go down the line. So
Okay.
I'm thinking Chiefs win in Vegas, say 35-28.
Okay.
So that's not covering.
No, I don't think they're going to cover.
Okay. I don't think they're going to cover either. I think the Chiefs are definitely going to be 30 plus, and the Raiders are 20, mid 20s, high 20s. I'll say 35. I'll say 35 to 28. Same score. I like that score.
All right.
I don't know.
I'm going to.
It just feels right.
Okay, so you don't want to piss off an angry Chiefs team, so I think they will cover, and I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. 34,
it wouldn't surprise me though, but go ahead.
And the Raiders 24.
That's not bad. 34-24. That's fair. I can't hate on that. I thought you were gonna say like Chiefs 41, Raiders like 17. Like, okay, hold on. I was that.
No. It's gonna be close in the beginning, and then the Chiefs will start pulling away in like the fourth quarter.
All right.
What's your? Oh, you want to go ahead, Ash?
I guess I can go. So I think as long as we're able to control the clock with Jacobs and Booker, as long as Carr doesn't turn over the football, if we're able to score touchdowns in the red zone, I understand that like we're not gonna probably do like the same exact like game plan as far as just fireworks all around. I think this time around, I think the Raiders, I think they'll be productive on the offensive side of the ball. And I think they will get some key stops as well, which will be good enough to win the game. Maybe even force an interception on Mahomes. Like I said, that one interception came against us, so got to keep that in mind. But I think it's a statement season for the Raiders. They've showed me that they can compete against anybody. I think it's really possible that the Raiders can sweep the Chiefs. Should you guys win this game? Yeah, I mean everybody thinks that you guys can win this game. Everybody thinks it's a fluke, but I don't think so. I think the Raiders can definitely play against the Chiefs at the end of the day, and I'm really going to go with my heart on this, and I believe that the Raiders will win this game by a final score of 31-27. And if I'm wrong, I got to have a Chiefs for the week, and fucking maybe I have to be the one wearing the sombrero hat and throwing the
All right, Aaron, how about you?
I can definitely respect that score. I can respect that, but I'm going to have to say 45-26. I never go that high with the Chiefs score, and I never have that much of a spread.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, I think a few garbage time points out of Oakland.
Las Vegas.
Sorry for you.
They're always Oakland to us.
Not until you see that new stadium, because you're going to actually see that stadium, like your team for a full game. You're going to be like, wow, this team's nice. I want to go to a game now.
All right, Cole, how about you?
I'm
thinking not like that shithole
35,
but it's all
20
my shithole.
Chiefs.
Okay. I mean,
did you guys hear what I said, by the way?
Yeah.
I said it's not like that shithole in Oakland, but it will always be my shithole.
Dude, Raiders fans are scary, dude. Not like you, obviously, but just Raiders fans.
No, dude, this is kind of. I feel like the Chiefs will. it's kind of like a must-win Chiefs, like a must-win game for the Chiefs, just because there's so many Raider fans that keep talking about this game that we lost. Like, it's so annoying. I can't get over this. It's so annoying.
Now you know how I feel whenever we fucking lose to Denver. You guys are lucky. You guys have never lost to Denver in like what, 5 years?
Yeah.
Imagine once you guys lose to Denver, you're gonna see it. Village Boy, you think it's bad now that you lost to the Raiders. Because the Chiefs not the Chiefs, I'm sorry, the Broncos are gonna suck for years, man. They're gonna be in the bottom of the basement. The Chargers, they have a quarterback, so they're gonna be a good team. They're gonna get it right eventually. Obviously, you guys are the Chiefs. I've been saying to everyone, once you give Derek Carr a complete team, the Raiders will do good. So, yeah, we'll be good. The Broncos will be shit, but once they get that once in a blue moon win against the divisional rival, you will not hear the end of it.
I don't know. To be honest, I guess a lot of people going into that first game thought, it's just the Raiders, still just flat out die as usual and stuff like that.
Speaking of the Broncos, though, I'm going to make a slight prediction. I think that Drew Lock is going to be way better than he is right now.
He has to be. I mean, he threw fucking 4 interceptions against us. How can you not get worse than that?
I mean, I hope he gets.
I mean, the Raiders' defense.
I really want to see him do well.
Ain't that good?
No, and I'll even admit, like, we're really not that good. I've been saying I wanted my defensive. Well, now, like, he's kind of safe. But then again, if you guys pull a 50 burger on us, that might be a different story. But yeah, no,
that's not happening, dude. We're not trying to pull that shit this year. That's why you can't. There's only so many games this year where you can pull a Chiefs score into the 40s.
But
that's just being obnoxious because that's not this year. I mean, Mahomes is just being efficient this year.
I mean,
that's all there is to it.
Andy Reid could definitely put up 50 points on any team if he wants to.
If he wants to, yes. But it's just not happening because this is the year of efficiency for Kansas City, dude. Because the touchdown to interception ratio is great. The penalties this year for the Chiefs are great. The injuries this year for the Chiefs are great. Defense so far has been great. Even when the offense looks like shit, we score 30-something points against the Raiders in a loss, which is great. Like, the efficiency this year is great on all fronts.
We're on a mission.
I really think that's how the Chiefs are kind of running through this year.
Besides our special teams,
the mission is to run it back.
They've definitely had some games where they've pooped their pants, even more so than the Raider game on certain facets, where it's just like, dude, we can play way better than this, but for some reason we're not, you know? And it's kind of hard to explain.
Butler bailed us out.
Yes.
Well, and that's why I'm not really worried about this game is because, dude, and this is why I love having Patrick Mahomes on my team. But, dude, when was the last time Patrick Mahomes did not show up in a big game? I mean, I guess
Raider game.
Super Bowl.
Raider game.
I mean, yeah, I guess
the Raider game this year. Yeah, it was at 51% completion percentage, dude. That was really bad. He did. That was the worst I've ever seen him look. Like as far as like
struggling.
Yeah, they just could not get it together.
Even more.
And somehow we're staring at 30-something points.
Yeah.
We're having this conversation in a loss and 30-something points.
I think
what the fuck? We're so spoiled.
There's no chance Mahomes does not come up.
We are.
Game. Like,
I actually remember watching Pat Mahomes first, so Pat Mahomes Sr., as a baseball player for the Minnesota Twins when I was like 9 years old when I started watching baseball.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty good.
And as a Kansas City Royals fan, I was like, oh, fuck. That guy nicknamed him Royal Killer.
That's for sure. But yeah, man, I think
his son,
a good game all around.
Awesome.
That's what I hope for, at least.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to play them at their best and us be at our best, and chips fall where they may.
I was going to ask this question earlier. I got to remember.
Are we doing picks tonight?
No. We should at one point.
Yeah, we can do that.
What was my question?
The Chiefs. We gotta win this game. I know it's not really a must win, but just so that we can like make a statement saying that we're still the best team in the AFC West. Just gotta win this game. I still think we're better than Pittsburgh.
Do the Ravens play the Titans this year?
Yeah, this week, I think. Or next week, I guess.
They do.
In 2 days. Actually.
Wow. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit more telling about how good teams are, because the only game that you're not going to get that you want is Chiefs Steelers. That's not going to be until the playoffs, if that does happen. You know what I mean? But like Chiefs Titans is still pretty fresh from last year. You just got to see Titans Steelers. You're definitely going to see Steelers Ravens. You've already seen Chiefs Ravens. You're just not going to see Chiefs Steelers.
This week.
Yeah, so that is definitely a game to keep your eye on and watch, just to kind of see overall performance. But other than that, I mean, really, that's all that's left to really, really kind of just pay attention to is, in my opinion, is Chiefs Bucks and Chiefs Saints. I mean, I know Miami's really good and everything, but let's be honest, the expectations are really low.
Correct.
Yeah. They're exceeding expectations right now. Way too
high.
They are.
For us though, as Chiefs fans, they're low. But you're right; they are exceeding expectations considering what they were last year. They literally were a fucking Panzer, a fucking M1A1, a fucking Tiger last year. Any kind of tank you want to call it, that's what they were. And now all of a sudden they're what? They're fighting for a playoff spot. Holy shit!
Yeah.
The Titans Ravens game is a noon kickoff. 1 Eastern.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these games. There's definitely one of them I would put money on. I don't know how many of you are gambling men, but I help my father gamble all the time. And beyond the obvious, since week 2, which is basically put a sufficient amount of money that you can handle on whoever is playing the Jets every week, and you will guaranteed make money. By the end of the year, you will guaranteed make money, as long as it's
upset.
As long as it's
they played the Patriots.
But by the way, the Chargers are at home, and they're giving the Jets 9.5 points, and I would still take the Chargers. But anyway,
congratulations, Michael.
Thank you, sir.
The pick of the week for me personally is the Browns. The Browns are at home, and they're giving the Eagles 3 points.
Really?
I would take the Browns if I were to.
Everybody's gonna agree with me here.
Like if you were to take your paycheck from work and put it all on one game this week, I would put it on Cleveland to cover to beat Philadelphia by definitely more than 3 points.
That's for sure.
And Cleveland's at home.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to agree with me here. Only in 2020 could the team that I call the Cleveland Shits be just as good at one point as us.
Dude, they're so I don't want to say fake, but they can't beat good teams. Like
Pittsburgh exposed them a few weeks back.
Yeah, they got destroyed.
They did.
It's because they don't have an amazing coach. That's their problem.
If they do make the playoffs, it's because of that dumb 7th seed.
They have a shitload of talent. They just don't have a coach to really like. Imagine if the Browns had Andy Reid.
I think Bates is the problem personally. I mean
those Baker Mayfield commercials would be 10 times funnier. They'd probably Odell Beckham Jr. There would be no crazy black girl on the radio talking about pooping on his chest or anything like that.
I remember that.
Dude, the Browns would be straight heroes right now if Andy Reid was their coach with all the talent that they have. Are you kidding me? But no, that's their problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
They
even
have
further
all-
than that. The Jets would be great with Andy Reid as their head coach.
That's a stretch.
They'd be better
I mean-
than they are now. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, most teams would be better with Andy Reid. I mean, you could put you could put Andy Reid on almost any team right now. I'd say at least 30 teams right now, and the fans would be like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Mm-hmm.
Imagine Andy Reid and the Cowboys right now.
With that roster, dude, they'd be scary. They'd be
Imagine
scary.
that.
Man,
Imagine just going like
Speaking
this.
of, who does everybody think the Eric Bieniemy is going to next season?
I hope he doesn't go to the Jets because that's just a.
I'm praying he doesn't go to the
Atlanta.
Broncos, being a division rival.
I don't think Eric Bieniemy is going anywhere. I think Eric Bieniemy is going to replace Andy Reid.
That's my
I
hope,
would
but
like that.
I just don't see that happening.
Eventually.
That's the plan until it's not a plan.
Given how long Andy Reid's going to be in town.
Yeah. See, I'm all right if Bieniemy leaves. They were talking about Spags possibly leaving. I don't want to lose him at all.
Eric Bieniemy's got all the time in the world where Andy Reid presumably doesn't. I mean, the real question is how much does Andy Reid's wife nag on him? Like, hey, when are you gonna stop coaching and come home and spend some time with me? I want to go to Maui. I want to drink Mai Tais. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna die one day. You're gonna die on a fucking football field. Like, sooner or later, like that conversation is gonna happen. You know, like.
Well, that's why we can't let Eric Bieniemy.
Tell me if you agree with this. I'd rather lose Spags than Brendan Daly,
Really?
who's of course the guy we poached from New England.
Yeah.
I want to keep Spags
like
until
Daly.
we can mold somebody else into a defensive coach, or there is
I
nothing
think
else
Daly.
really. I can't think of anybody
I
else
think we're
really.
molding
But
Daly into a defensive coach.
I'll be honest. I
That
think
works for me.
Bieniemy is really humble. I think he's a really humble dude. I think he really wants to win. I think he really wants to build up his resume. I think he's really down with Patrick and everything that Patrick is about. He has a running back background. If like
I don't think
like
he'll
that.
leave. I don't think he'll
Such
leave.
a
Casey.
motivator.
Me neither, dude. Village boy, I'm right there
don't
with you.
want him to.
I don't think he'll leave either. I think Bieniemy recognizes what's in front of him, and he's going to keep saying to himself, "Why the fuck would I leave? I'd be
The main reason,
stupid
though,
to
he would
leave."
go to Denver is
I hope
being
so.
a Colorado alum, so it makes sense. But God only knows if they're going to fire Vic Fangio, the Broncos. I mean,
Dude, I don't know if he'd want to go to Denver. I mean, sure he played at Colorado, but that team has nothing.
Eric
Literally
Bieniemy? Are we seriously having this conversation?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I think
Hey,
the enemy
anything's
ends up
possible.
going to Atlanta.
Anything's
And we get
possible,
2
dude.
third-round picks if he does.
I think that's I'll take it. I don't agree with that. I think that's dumb, but
I don't want him to go anywhere. But at least we'd get something.
I don't either.
Oh boy.
I'd like to see Mike Kafka go somewhere, and maybe Alex Smith become the quarterback coach once he retires from playing.
How that man's playing right
That
now, I
guy.
don't understand.
I know.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Hey, good for him, because there was a point in time where I believe the media was telling me that he was maybe gonna die.
Yeah. His
Yeah.
leg
now-
Yeah,
was
17 surgeries.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I don't
Have you
know
watched
exactly.
Project 11 yet?
No, I haven't.
It's
very
a hell of a
graphic, but
watch.
it's good. It's very good.
I-
and if I
I
remember
believe-
right, Teddy Bridgewater was possibly going to die after everything that happened with him when he was still in Minnesota.
Yep.
It's amazing what the human body can endure.
Yeah,
Why don't you go ask Ben Roethlisberger? He's supposed to be dead right now.
yeah, because that
Yeah.
bike crash.
He's supposed to be dead. He's supposed to be dead in the fucking ground right now for 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And he's got his.
Is he really
He's
gonna
got
kill
his.
him, dude?
Yeah, he was on a Suzuki Hayabusa. He was going 200 miles an hour. Fucking, he had to get facial reconstruction. Go look up the pictures.
Yeah, I actually know somebody that was going, I don't know, like 80 on I-70, I think, back in 04, fractured their skull, among other things, and still alive to this day. In fact, they actually died that day, but was back.
Sorry about that. I guess she's still a watchdog.
But
two wheels ain't for me, but you know, you get these sports guys that get a little bit of money and they buy something and they get a little crazy, and you know.
Looking at our schedule, our two biggest games left really are the Bucks and the Saints, but I don't know.
That's what I was just thinking.
I don't know if Drew Brees is going to play in that Saints game.
Why would Drew Brees not play?
He's injured.
God, fuck, dude. That man has broken ribs.
Sorry. You have to remember I checked out.
Yeah, you're good. Dude, this guy got, I can't remember who hit him. But he broke his rib. Yeah, he's
Did he screw himself up or did somebody hit him?
No,
he's on IR. I don't know. But I don't know when he'll return though.
Whoa. That was three people at the same time. What happened?
He got drilled.
Into the ground.
Oh, so somebody hit him. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and that happened.
Let's be honest. He's 40-something and he's a runt. I
know Aaron pointed out earlier without Kamara. I mean, he wouldn't.
Who's their backup?
Oddly enough, they just benched what's his name, Jameis Winston, to put in that Taysom Hill kid. Which I don't really understand why they did that. But
dude, Jameis Winston's a turd. Who steals crab legs? What college quarterback steals crab legs?
Where's this coming from?
I still can't understand that.
Yeah, I can't. Where did you go to college again? I want to say Florida State. I could be wrong.
I forget, but I remember, dude. Like he went into a seafood store and like stole crab legs. Like, dude, what are you doing? You're famous. Like, you can just buy this shit. I don't get it.
The thrill of doing something wrong, I guess.
Breeze is 41.
Oof.
Yeah, that's old.
I mean, he should be back by the time. Well, actually,
for a football player, definitely.
I don't know.
He screwed up his thumb last year.
I mean, I'm 38.
Me too.
I couldn't imagine being an NFL quarterback right now.
Neither could I.
My body started hurting on a daily basis probably around the age of 32. But I work hard construction, you know what I mean? That's just lifting and climbing and getting up and getting down. Football is straight taking hits, you know. But the thing is it's not for a quarterback. It's not constant hits. For a quarterback, it's one major fucking hit that you're just trying to avoid your whole fucking life. And when it happens, yes. You're trying to avoid that one fucking hit that could like just ruin your life in the game of football. That's honestly, gentlemen, the beauty of the game. That's really it. You play a game that dangerous where really at the end, like, children play this game and all you got to do is just score more points than the other team. That's it. But we get all psyched up about it because it's these crazy human beings that are just jacked like fucking WWE wrestlers, and they play an organized fucking shoving match, you know, and it's just awesome, you know.
You can say that again, Chief Urag. So I don't know if you know this, Chief Urag, but I live in San Jose, right? So I'm about 15 minutes away from Levi's Stadium. Fuck the 49ers, by the way, but that's not the point. I used to work at Levi's Stadium. I worked for a company that worked for Levi's teams. I worked some of the games, and some games I was actually on the field. And when I just see some of these football players, especially the linemen, like the offensive,
Yeah, man, they're
linemen,
huge.
now I'm a pretty tall guy.
It's awesome.
I would consider myself like 6'2", 6'3", so I'm a pretty tall guy, like from the male human being spectrum, you know. But when
I'm tall too. I'm 6'2". I know what you mean.
I look like a fucking midget. I look like a fucking midget next to these guys.
Yep.
You just feel so small and powerless right next to these guys.
Yeah.
Probably outweighed like 200 pounds plus too.
You walk the halls all through high school, most of your life, and you tower over everybody. You can see over everybody. But then you go to a professional sporting event and you're like a midget. It's crazy.
Right. That goes for NBA players, baseball players, hockey players at times, like just every professional, except for soccer. You're like, soccer, it's like you have a normal, regular body, and like, you know, you're if you're just fast and I guess athletic too, like you're fine. But like, cause I know this because my dad, he used to play soccer and back in his home country, and I met some of his companions, and they have some kids that they play soccer as well. They're trying to play on a pro level as well, and they're just like us, regular people, you know.
And if you want some real perspective, look at Barry Bonds' rookie card, and then look at Barry Bonds the year he retired.
Oh, I know. Like I said, I live in the Bay Area. I remember Barry Bonds as a kid.
He was a twig. He looked like you and me, Ash. He was a twig when he was a rookie. He looked like you and me, dude. And when he fucking retired, he looked like Lou fucking Ferrigno.
Oh my gosh.
He did.
It's funny because you see some players that you get drafted on your team, right? They look like Chief, you're actually like twigs, and then like 2, 3, 4 years later, they're just jacked up, you know.
Yeah. It's because they get on that regimen. Even if they're not doing juice and they're not doing roids and stuff, they get on that regimen, you know, where all the trainers get a hold of them, and they get a hold of their brain, and they just, you know, they start treating their bodies right, you know, which is good. You should do that, you know.
See, like before obviously lockdown, my gym's closed and whatnot. Every time I went to the gym, every time I felt like I had a good intense workout, I gave some muscle, like but then I like go right next to like this guy, and like he plays not professional, but like he plays like semi-pro football, and I'm just like, never mind, I'm out, y'all. I got my hour gym in. I'm not trying to be like that guy. Fucking has muscle milk every morning from breakfast, lunch, dinner, and shit, dessert.
I try riding a bike for like 2 weeks, and then my ankle starts hurting. Got to stop.
Oh man, yeah,
I can't win on that.
I remember one time, dude, like I did cardio one time, and I never really usually do cardio at the gym, but just this one time I just decided why not. And I just remember I don't know why, but I went like at like level 10 to start, and then I ended up being at like level 30. So I'm just sprinting for, I want to say 20-30 minutes. And as soon as I'm done, dude, I almost passed out. Like I was just dripped in sweat. I almost passed out. There was like this one lady, I guess she was one of the trainers. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I was just all like, "I think I'm going to pass out." She's like, "You want me to get you some water?" I'm like, "Yes." So she got me some water, and like, you know, she pretty much told me like, "Look, it's good that you're like going on the cardio, but don't do that again." Like we were actually really worried that like
you thought you were gonna die, Ash.
No, they were pretty much saying like, you know, like we thought of like you were like about to faint and pass out, and that we were gonna call the ambulance. So just, like you can go on the treadmills, that's fine. Just don't go crazy. I'm just like, all right. I don't know. I was just that year, 2018, man, I just had like it was kind of a dark year for me, and I just wanted to let all my anger out, I guess. And I guess I took out a lot of my anger on the treadmill.
Then it took it out on you. I'll try to answer some of the questions. I haven't really even seen some of the questions. I mean, shout out to everybody who's in here. There's 110 people, so it's just kind of flying by.
Do your stream, dude. Take control, Mike. Mike D, hit it up.
I mean, dude, I'm having a good time. Like, I mean,
Okay.
doing these, and this is kind of like an LA original live stream. It's just like everybody comes in, kind of talks, gives their opinion.
LA actually had a live stream from earlier today. I was there for like a few minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, I just had a thought. How many of you guys listen to the Chiefs Radio Network for their take on things every week?
Oh, you already know. That's a no for me.
Ash is probably not too big on that.
Obviously
but,
not you.
RG, what's his name?
It's not my type, Michael. It's not my type.
Kinda, sort. I mean, it depends. I get most of my info online, and I just kind of.
I'm talking during the game.
Oh.
I don't touch my phone during the game. I completely put my phone down. I don't touch the internet during the games. I sit on the couch. I drink beer with my wife, and I don't.
Because I go on Twitter sometimes during the games, or I'm in this group chat, and
Check this out.
they would spoil the game for me because I have YouTube.
But what are you getting at, dude?
Every time that Mitch Holtis, the radio guy for the Chiefs, mentions the 10th Mountain Division for Fort Drum, New York, that automatically makes me think of the fact that my sister was in the Army based at Fort Drum.
Right.
No shit.
Yeah. She was up there for 4 years.
Wow.
Small world.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like I said, when the games come on, I just kind of laser in on the TV. Like I get phone calls, or texts, and I just I'm not gonna answer those.
Yeah, me too.
Sometimes I would go on the Raiders. I have this little Raiders group chat on Facebook that I go on. Pistols is actually in a too cheap rag, if you were curious. But we talk about the game, but I usually don't respond to that chat because again I have YouTube TV, and so like what YouTube TV obviously it's like they stream the games from on the internet and whatnot, and like I'm usually behind, so I keep my phone away as far as possible while I'm watching the Raider games.
Yeah,
I get an hour behind, so I can fast
like,
forward through all the crap.
I don't go on Twitter.
Anybody know when Super Bowl 54 is going to be released on DVD?
I don't.
I still have it on my DVR.
Dude, for some reason, okay, so I have an older brother, right, Michael, that's a 49ers fan. While we were on lockdown, for some reason, Super Bowl 54 was on our TV. He watched the whole game again from start to finish. And I'm all like, if I were you, I would not even think about that game. Like, he watched it from
first 3.5
start to
quarters, he was
finish.
loving it.
And what's weird is that he was getting excited when the Niners were making a play. I'm just like, you know what's going to happen unless you went back in time and changed shit. Like, what are you doing? But hey, I don't know, man. That's him, I guess.
I remember, that was a long time ago. I remember watching it during the lockdown and stuff.
I was not gonna watch that shit. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought you meant on the lockdown, but like, I just watched it on the lockdown because I was bored and like, I don't know. I didn't really care too much about. I wanted the 49ers to win, but I didn't really care that much, obviously. But like, the only reason why I watched it, truth be told, was because my friend invited me to the Super Bowl party. And I was just like, I don't really want to watch the Super Bowl. He's all like, but there'll be free booze and food, and it's a party at the end of the day. And it's like, well, you got me there. So I just got drunk and watched the game, honestly.
The pain was easier to take when you're drunk.
No, but here's the thing, though. I rooted for I'll admit, I did root for the 49ers. The reason being is because if they were to win, I knew that they were going to have a Super Bowl hangover. I knew it because the difference between the Chiefs, yes, the Chiefs and the 49ers, yes, the 49ers have this great defense and whatnot, but, if you look back at it, defenses don't last that long in the NFL. Look at the Jaguars. Look at the Denver Broncos when they won their Super Bowl.
Gotta have a good quarterback.
You got to have a good quarterback at the end of the day. Exactly. And I remember I compared Jimmy Garoppolo to Derek Carr at the time when I wanted Derek Carr gone. Like, I was just all like, dude, this dude's not even better than Derek Carr. There's no way that they're going to be back in the Super Bowl next year. So might as well root for them to win in Super Bowl rather than the Chiefs, because the Chiefs, as much as I fucking hate you guys, you guys will have more chances to be in the Super Bowl as long as Mahomes can stay healthy.
I hope.
That's just the truth.
Yeah. I sure
That's
hope.
just the fact. Like, you guys have a shot this year. But then again, though, like, I don't know, man.
Ash saying the Raiders beat us.
The
Like when I
AFC is
hated
tough
Denver
this year.
when they had.
And I'm not just saying
Man.
my team is tough, but I'm talking about there's a lot of teams in the AFC that could take you guys out.
Shout
would
out
not
to
surprise
Slim
me.
is chilling for the donation. Yes, we own the Raiders. Recently, that is.
Recently.
I'll agree with that.
But yeah. I was talking about this with someone. The AFC, just in general, has really been competitive.
It's
this
better
year.
than the NFC, that's for sure.
It's better.
Like, you know what's crazy, Village Boy? My team is 6-3, but I still don't know if we're gonna make the playoffs this year. I don't. I'm like,
Dude, the AFC's competitive this year.
Yeah.
Very competitive.
Yeah.
And I love how competitive our division
And
is.
I think at the end of the day we will, because we do have whether or not we win this game, we do have a very favorable schedule coming up. But you know, I wouldn't be too shocked. I mean, obviously I'd be disappointed, but I wouldn't be too shocked if the Raiders missed the playoffs. I'd be very disappointed if they do, but I wouldn't be that surprised.
Hey,
It's
shout out to
it's
Caroline.
not because we're a
Appreciate
bad
you.
team this year, but because the AFC is just so tough. It's so tough. So we'll
I'm gonna have
see.
to go. I guess.
It's
You gotta
gonna
get going.
watch. That's for sure.
Oh, later, Cole. Guess he left.
Have a good one, man.
Dude, it's cool seeing a lot of you guys because, like, Aaron, I know I always see you comment. I see Cole all the time, so it's kind of cool to see you guys pop in the stream.
Yeah, it was actually
Perfect
on
timing too
RGR
for Raiders
today.
and Chiefs week. You
Wow.
guys had to protect Michael. You know,
had to
You had
bring
the
in all
team-
the ammunition I could get. Or
Yeah,
ammunition I could get.
exactly. Even fucking Chief Urag's in here for once.
Well, Urag was in here last week, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I seen sometimes do some of his own live streams. I was in a couple of his live streams.
I'm a busy man.
No, I know.
And hey, you know what I got to say?
actually
There it
talk
is
to you
right
guys,
there.
though.
There it is right there.
Fuck
Fuck
the autumn fart.
Fuck the
So
autumn
you want to
fart.
get with these picks right
Do
now?
you so are you if you guys do win this game, is it gonna be all like fuck the autumn fart, you Raider boys? Is that what the video is gonna be called?
No.
I remember when I made my post game video, I'm all like, I'm in the middle of the video, I'm just all like, Chief Urag, I better see you crew up and talk about how them Raider boys that you guys like to call us beat you guys.
Yeah, fucking Raider boys. Raider boys. Goddamn fucking Raider boys.
Oh, as much as I fucking hate the Chiefs, you guys are cool. You guys are cool. I'd except for Michael, obviously, because he's underage. I have a beer with all of you, like for real.
I'd be good with that.
I'd have just one. That's it, dude. I'd have fucking multiple 12 packs.
Okay. Beers. With Chief Urag, man.
I'm up
More than one. More than one is always fun.
Come down for the draft, Urag. The draft will be fun.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, me and the miss.
I might like
Me and the missus are definitely going to come out there. We're gonna get rid of my son. Hopefully he doesn't come. But if he does, that's all right too. It's just way tougher that way.
We'll orchestrate something. I mean, that's a long time from now, but we'll do something.
He'll be 11, I think. Maybe 12.
Shout out to Michael Adams. Thanks for all the donations, guys. Ask questions if you're gonna donate.
Yeah,
okay.
you see what I bring here, Michael, with my team. Once we beat you guys, you get all of this nice things. So, you know, you shouldn't be as mad if the Raiders beat.
Dude,
no, I'm gonna hear.
I'm just fucking with you, dude.
I know you are.
You would be
Raiders
vividly
fans.
pissed. I wouldn't blame you. I'd still laugh at you, but I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah. I've had a pretty good last 2 weeks, so if that means if it keeps getting better after we win or lose, I'll take it.
Well, here's the thing that kind of makes me grinds my gears on the NFL, and I'm a Raiders fan, so I'm anti-NFL. Why is it that anytime we play each other, one of the weeks you always have a bye week, and then the very next week you play us? I don't get that.
I don't know.
You know, is the NFL like Andy Reid is one of the best at the bye weeks, and yet we have to be the ones to play you guys after a bye? Like, come on.
Hey, shout out again, Michael Adams. He asked, "Let's go, boys. How do you think this game is going to play out?" You want to start off, Ash, from a Raiders fan's perspective?
you want the biased or unbiased opinion?
Oh, well, you can get both. I don't care.
I want the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
I want the truth.
Okay. Like I said from before, biased, we're going to blow you guys out. It will shock the world and put the NFL on notice. But okay, let me be unbiased. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think this could go either way. I think what it's really going to come down to is turnovers. If Derek Carr doesn't turn the ball over, we have a great chance. We're going to have to try to maybe force some turnovers on Mahomes because, again, we did get to pick off Mahomes once. If we could do it again and not turn all the ball over, we have a great chance. Every possession in this game is important for both teams. So it's going to be very key as far as, how the game goes. Because, again, I do believe that this will be a shootout. I think Mahomes is going to have his. I think Carr will have a solid game. I think Jacobs is going to run all over your guys' defense. And it's no disrespect to your guys' defense. I just think Josh Jacobs is just that good that he can run over any defense. Top 5, by the way. But, yeah, that's just how I see it.
Up, don't you? You love to bring that up, don't you? Top 5?
No, because I said it from earlier, he's top 10, but the way he's just been playing, dude. And he's been getting less carries because of Devontae Booker. God, I always get those names mixed up. His name is Devontae Booker, but I always mix him up with the NBA player Devin Booker. But yeah, Devontae Booker. But yeah, that's just what I see how it's playing out. It wouldn't surprise me too much that, like what Village Boy said, that the Chiefs just come out pissed off and they just completely take over the game. It won't be like 40-9 or 4 touchdowns in one quarter or some type of shit, but like controlling the game, and just Mahomes doing his thing and whatnot, putting up a 40 burger. I won't say a 50 burger, but again, like I said, it wouldn't surprise me, if that happens. But I don't see that happening, but then again, I wouldn't be surprised if that does happen. But I think either way, I think it will be close. I think it will be a shootout, and I really do think the Raiders can win this game, and I'm picking them to win. So
I think we'll take care of business. I think we'll take care of business on the road. First time in your new stadium too. So I think we'll
just wish there were fans there, but
we'll beat you guys. But I think it's gonna be a close game. I don't think this is gonna be a blowout. I learned my lesson from last time. Trust me.
Yeah, I told you. I even told you, Michael, and like Chief Uri. Oh, I'm sorry, not Chief Uri. Not you. Casey Kid. I don't even think Chief Uri came out with the video to begin with, but for Raiders Week. But Casey Kid said that we were gonna get slaughtered. I'm just like, look, Casey Kid. This time we're not playing in cold weather at Arrowhead. It's gonna be sunny. There's gonna be limited fans, and we have a different team this year. A more completed team. I said before the season, I said the Raiders will be in the playoffs. I wasn't stuttering when I said that. Now, did I think that we would have beat you guys when one of those wins? Not, to be honest, no. Because I just think at the end of the day, you guys are just a top 3 team in the NFL. Like, you guys are essentially the new Patriots, and it makes me sick to my stomach.
I love hearing you say that, dude.
It makes me sick because I waited for so long for the Patriots to fall off, only to come to find out that a team from my division has to be the new Patriots. Like, do the football gods, like, do they love me? I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Because being a Raider fan in the last 20 years sucks. If I was born in the 70s and 80s, I wouldn't really care as much. I'd be like, you know what? I saw my team win Super Bowls. The last time this team was in a Super Bowl, I was alive. We got blown the fuck out. So,
by John Gruden. So,
oh God,
no one must have heard.
You had to bring that up as well.
Gruden actually told Andy Reid to pick Patrick Mahomes in the draft.
Well, shout out to Gruden for that. I didn't know that.
No, I remember Gruden said, like, in the draft that he thought Mahomes was going to be a great player.
He does that quarterback room thing or that that film room stuff, or he did. I don't know if he does it anymore.
No, of course he doesn't do it anymore. He's the head coach of the NFL team.
I don't know what he does, but
that's tampering, by the way, too. If you do that, you do know that, right, Michael?
Would it actually?
I think it would.
Huh. I mean, you could find out stuff that
Even though he wasn't
Yeah.
affiliated
I
with
wish
the
he
team
would
at
still
the
do
time.
it because it would give us an advantage. But again, that'd be 100% tampering.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't think of that. Now I'm on the same page.
All right, I think I'll probably stay here for another 5 more minutes, and then the boys are going crazy online right now. Want to play online, so
Do you
Well,
want
hey,
to go
man, I
through
appreciate you
picks?
coming by. I really do. And
for
this is
sure,
gonna be
man. You know,
hey, if the Chiefs lose, I'll come in your stream or I'll come in wherever, and we'll talk about it. But I hope
Mhm.
I won't have to do that, or hopefully I come in with
And
the.
maybe you might see Andy Raw with the Raiders logo too. You know, but if we lose, if you have a live stream, you'll see me in a Chiefs logo with my profile emblem. You might even see Ash Chiefs. I'll be all like, well, you guys may have the division, but what is that saying in Call of Duty? It was like the battle's lost, but the war has just begun. Meaning, I want to see you bitches again in the playoffs.
Well, we'll take you on then too. We will take you
Oh
on.
man,
If you
I would
guys
rather.
make it there.
Yeah, if we do, if we do. No, and I agree with Chief. You're right because the AFC, it's just tough this year. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Adams again with a donation. I appreciate it. Who are you guys
Can
most?
I ask some? Hey, Michael Adams, subscribe to Ash Raider. I might have
Yeah,
another live stream too, man. I'm broke, damn it. No, I'm just kidding.
Who are you guys most impressed with on either side of the ball, not including Mahomes, Hill, or Kelsey? Well, that's all offense. Me personally, on offense, who I'm most impressed with is Hardman. I think he has just kind of just nestled himself right in there as part of the crew. Like he's been here for 5 years already, and it's his second year. I like him the most. On defense, definitely Tyrann Mathieu. He's
Dude,
definitely brought
yeah.
he's definitely brought this defense together. All in all,
I do
him,
not want to lose Tyrann Mathieu at all.
yeah.
I
If
like
I had to
Tyrann
pick one and
Mathieu.
one,
I like him a lot. I think he's a really good safety, a really good player. And I remember when he went to the Chiefs, it kind of broke my heart because I'm just like, damn it,
Can't root for this guy anymore.
I can't. You know,
I don't know. I think the most underrated guy on offense is Byron Pringle. I think he's really good.
yeah, he's nice. Yep.
On defense,
Pringle is mine.
honestly, Snead's a beast. On defense, Snead's a very good corner. I think he's very underrated as well.
I mean, we only got a sample size of him.
That's true.
Wharton's a beast.
That is true. So I hope I answered the question. But again, Michael, I appreciate all the donations. I appreciate it. And just like Ash said, if you want to see some Raiders content, go over there.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully I get some of these Raiders fans to go over to your channel. I think we can get a few of them.
I think some of them are already something. I kind of noticed some of them on the live chat. Like I know Eduardo Torres. I think I know who Juan Ortiz is. So I think they're already subbed to my channel as it is.
Are they?
But yeah. Hey, so Michael, did you make any picks this week?
Not yet, and I know Village Boys are wanting to do that. So why don't we get into that?
Why don't we do that? Yeah, why don't we do that and then I'll bounce.
All right. You want to start off with the picks, Village Boy, because you got that stuff right in front of you.
Yeah, go ahead, Village Boy.
Yeah.
And kind of speak up. I think your mic's kind of far away.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So we talked about the Chiefs game already, so we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah.
Next game we got Philadelphia Eagles at the Cleveland Browns. This is a 1:00 game on Fox. Cleveland Browns are favored by 3. I'm going with the Browns at home because I don't really trust Philly this year. It seems like Carson Wentz is mentally defeated. He's definitely not playing well. He's actually one of the worst quarterbacks this year. Let's call it how it is.
Yeah.
I think the Cleveland ground game is going to give the Eagles defense some fits, and I think they're going to rely on Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb and Baker will be proficient enough to win this game, and I'm going to go with the Browns at home, like 24-17.
I forgot Chubb was back.
Oh yeah.
Who wants to go next?
You can go to next, Ash.
I guess I'll go next. So, despite the fact that I heard, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this was released today. Myles Garrett has COVID-19 and will not be playing this game. But
I know he won't be playing. I still don't think it'll make a difference.
It's tough because like originally, if he were to play, obviously I would choose Cleveland. But now he's not playing. That kind of gives an advantage to Philly a little bit as far as trying to protect Carson Wentz. But I still don't think it's not enough. I just can't trust Wentz or this Eagles team, man. I mean, the fact that they're in such a crappy division and yet they're a part of it as well. Just them just playing bad football. They've also had some injuries as well, but really, it's just I can't trust Philly this year, man. And I got to go with the Browns. As much as I want Philly to win, because obviously the Browns are like right there with us in the playoff race, I got to be realistic and go with the Browns. Final score 24-17 Browns. Like, I guess that's kind of same score, but yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Aaron?
I'd have to go Browns.
Yeah.
Does Philly have any other receivers back yet?
Nope. I don't think so.
They got that first round draft pick back,
is
Jalen Rieger, but he's kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
Someone got
Might as
COVID
well
on that
been
team.
Aguilar is a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chief Urag, what do you got?
Jinx.
I explained earlier that this is my bet of the week. So if you're going to put your entire paycheck on a game, you put it on Cleveland for this game right here.
Really?
I would circle Cleveland all day long, being at home, giving up three points. That's it. If it was 3.5 points, it'd be a little bit more questionable, but it's only 3. So I would take Cleveland. On that note, I have to exit here, gentlemen. But
Okay,
Mike D, you have yourself a wonderful stream, brother. And I will probably be around next Friday to join you again.
All right. Thanks for coming by, Urag.
All right, later, Urag.
Yeah.
Take it easy, fellas.
You
too.
Have a good
Peace
one.
out.
Well,
Okay.
on that, I'll go with the Browns, dude. The Eagles are not good at all. I have serious questions when it comes to their whole franchise now, because I think I heard Colin Cowherd talking about it. They haven't I think they're 500 since the Super Bowl. So they're obviously not the same. So
yeah,
like Urag said, I'm taking the Browns, and they're going to beat them by more than 3 easily.
Yeah. All right, the next game.
Next game, we got the Falcons at the Saints. This is a 1:00 game on Fox, and the Saints are favored by 3.5 points. So, I am taking the Saints. It's going to be a close game, obviously. But I think Sean Payton would. I mean, Taysom Hill, he's not bad. He's more of a gadget player. He can throw the ball.
Just found out that the Saints placed Drew Brees on IR.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, his
really
got collapsed.
Yes.
So he's out for the season?
No,
at least
IR
3 games.
Yeah, 3-4 games.
Oh, I was going to say that changes the whole NFC right there, but
that changes the whole dynamic of things.
That would have changed. I would have changed because I had the Saints going to the Super Bowl, but if he can come back, that'd be great. But man, if he misses the whole year, man, they're definitely not going. But okay, go ahead, Village Boy.
But yeah, I got the Saints at home. I think I feel like the Saints defense will just do enough to stop the Falcons. But it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 24-27 Saints.
Yeah, I just went to NFL.com and saw the news. Thought I'd hop back in and share that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I was originally up until I got the news that Taysom Hill was starting, I was going to go with the Saints, but now they're starting Taysom Hill, and I can't trust Taysom Hill in this game. The only reason why I would trust Jameis a little bit more was because he used to play in the NFC South with the Bucs, and I'm sure he's beaten the Falcons a few times. So, and he's on a better team now too. So, with better coaching as well. But I got to go with the Falcons. I just can't trust Taysom Hill. I think, this will be a close game. It will be a battle, but I think the Falcons will pull it out. I say the Falcons win by a final score of, let's go 26-20 Falcons.
Okay, that's fair.
That's a good score.
I just guessed my scores, honestly. I'm really not a good scores person, but okay.
Dude, this one's tough for me because on one hand, I can see the Falcons putting up points, but the Falcons are the Falcons. So, and we know that Taysom Hill is starting for the Saints.
They're 3-6 for a reason.
I'll go 24-13 Falcons.
Why are they getting everybody? I'm sorry. I'm watching free agency news, and the Lakers are just getting everybody in free agency. It's ridiculous. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Honestly, give me the Saints. They're at home. I'll take them. And the Falcons just keep choking. So I got to go with the Saints at this point. Got to.
I'm going to say Falcons. I think their defense holds up.
You don't seem too confident.
No, I'm not.
I was going to say you shouldn't be. That's for sure. But
they definitely like giving it up at the end.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, so what's the next game, Village Boy?
We got the Bengals at the Washington football team. This game's at 1 o'clock on CBS. Ooh. Washington's literally a 1.5 favorite. I guess Washington. I don't know. At least they've been decent at home for the most part. I think the Cincinnati's offensive line isn't really that great. And I think the Washington defensive line is great. So I think Chase Young and them boys will get after Joe Burrow. And I'm just going to go 17-20 Washington football team. I think Alex Smith will play pretty good this game too.
I think I'm going to go with the Bengals. I'll admit, I am a Joe Burrow stan. I have been ever since that college football playoff where he threw for 7 touchdown passes. I said, this guy's going to be the real deal. And he's definitely going to try to, he's definitely going to, even though Cincinnati is really not that great of an organization, but I can totally see Cincinnati, turning it around in a few years if they can get it right with their drafting and free agency and signings and whatnot. Just get Joe Burrow help at the end of the day. But I think, he had a bad game last week. Obviously, the whole team did against the Steelers. And I think, he'll bounce back. Yes, Washington has a great defensive line and the Bengals offensive line is very suspect. But I still feel like Joe Burrow is going to do enough to make plays. And I think he will come out of there with the win. I think they win by a field goal, in my opinion. I go 23-20 Cincinnati.
Okay. I guess I'll go. I think the Bengals are a much better team than the record shows. Washington, they can't put up points. The Bengals, as bad as they are, I think they're a few pieces away from being good. Burrow can put up points. So give me the Bengals to win this game. And I guess they're the upset, but both teams aren't good, but I can't believe the Washington football team's favored. So give me the Bengals to win this game.
I'm going to go with my heart and Alex Smith and go with Washington in a close one.
Ooh, I want to see Alex win a game. Well, I guess
did won last week. Sheesh.
Wait, did he?
They lost last week.
Yeah.
I said they
should. Yeah, they lost last week.
Yeah, they lost last week.
They lost last week. Yeah.
But all right, how about you?
Next game? Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I'm going to be one of these non-PC fools and call them the Washington Redskins.
Okay. You can do whatever you want.
I don't blame you there.
And say Washington Redskins 20, Cincinnati Bengals 17.
Okay. That one is wow. I don't see how.
To me, it's ridiculous they were forced to drop the Redskins.
It could happen, but I don't see it.
It's a low-scoring game. So, they can't put a point. That's why I picked that score. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's the next game?
The Lions at the Panthers. Detroit's favored by 2, and Teddy Bridgewater is likely not going to play with his knee injury. So I seen PJ Walker a couple of times. I know he was good in the XFL, but that's the XFL. This is the NFL. So just give me Detroit. Detroit, they've been below average for the most part this season, but I mean, this will be a competitive game because the Panthers, they've been competitive in most of their games this season. They're not really getting blown out by people. They just can't finish games,
I'm
and they're
pretty
still a
sure
young team.
isn't CMC out?
Yes, he's out too.
Oh,
Oh
dang.
man,
For
that's
shoulder
tough.
injury. So
That's tough.
I'm gonna go with the Lions on the road in a close game, I guess, because the Panthers, they've been competitive all season. So I would assume they would make this game close. So I'm gonna go with the Lions.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there and take the Detroit Lions, but I don't think this game's gonna necessarily be close. I don't know how PJ Walker's gonna do. I don't think he's gonna have a good game. And now that he does not have that luxury with Christian McCaffrey in the backfield, I think it's gonna be a long day for PJ Walker. And even though the Lions, their defense isn't really that good, and even though the Lions, as a whole isn't really that good, they're like average to a below average at best, um, or below average to average at best. But I think I think they're gonna win. I think the final score will be I'd say 27-13. 27-13 Panthers. Oh, I'm sorry, Lions. Sorry. However, though, if Teddy Bridgewater would have been playing this game, I would have had a complete faith in the Carolina Panthers. I probably would have picked them to win this game, but now he's not playing alongside with Christian McCaffrey. I just don't see it, so I got to go with the Lions.
Who's at home and who's away?
The Panthers are at home.
Give me the Panthers. I think the Panthers are good enough. I really like their coach. I really like
Matt Rule. I like him too.
So I honestly, PJ Walker is not that bad. Pair that with the receivers they got. I mean, Robbie Anderson.
That's true. They do have some weapons. DJ Moore.
Yeah, give me the Panthers in a close game. It's going to be a close game.
Who's the tight end?
Yeah, I do like their receivers. Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore. They have another one. Curtis Samuel. Yeah, he's pretty good too.
Yeah, he has been.
Okay, you know what? I'm still picking the Lions, but 27-20. They'll lose by a touchdown.
Yeah, they always keep their games close.
Okay,
So.
yeah, I gotta give them the benefit of the doubt, but they're still gonna lose, in my opinion. But yeah.
I'm gonna go even closer than that. I'm gonna say 24-20. But still, the Panthers lost.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 2 scores for Detroit.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that'll be a good game, though. All right, what's the next one?
So we got the Steelers at the Jags. This is a CBS game. Steelers are they're a 10-point favorite. I swear.
This is why the Steelers are undefeated. They play teams like this.
Right.
Like, come on now. Honestly, I don't even think there's much to talk about. Steelers win this game by 3 touchdowns.
I mean,
I would agree.
Nah, well, they did almost lose to the Cowboys the other week. I mean,
what's funny, Village Boy, is that if the Jaguars didn't lose in a close game against the Packers, I felt like the Steelers would play down the competition, still win, but because now they're aware that the Jaguars are actually going to play hard, so like the Steelers are going to realize, okay, we got to actually play like how we've been playing all year and just blow this team out like we did last week against Cincinnati. So yeah, I got the Steelers winning, like final score 31-10.
I have the Steelers winning, but I feel like the Jags will be somewhat competitive. I mean, throughout Mike Tomlin's coaching career, he's always struggled with teams like this. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
And I'm still gonna pick the Steelers to win, but I think it'll be closer than most people think it'll be. So I'm gonna go 24-16. Yeah, Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers.
Yeah. What about you, Cole?
I'm gonna say Steelers winning same score we won in the Super Bowl, 31-20.
Okay. All right. We all got the Steelers. What's the next game?
We got the Tennessee Titans at the Baltimore Ravens. This is a 1:00 game. CBS. Baltimore Ravens are favored by 6. Oh, this is really a toss up, to be honest. I'm gonna go with the Ravens here. They're at home. They'll find a way to win. I know they're not really healthy at the moment, but I think their backs are against the wall because this AFC race is really close, and they know that, and they got to win here at home. And I think the Titans don't really look good on defense. Their defense is not really good at all, and I think Lamar Jackson will have a big game, and I think the Ravens defense will make enough stops. And I think the Tennessee Titans will lose this game. The final score of I'm gonna go Ravens 27, Titans 17.
So lately, both these teams have been kind of been losing their groove a little bit. I mean, one like 1 week we're talking Tennessee as a possible Super Bowl contender, and we're I'm sure you guys probably thought that the Ravens were you guys' biggest threat, and now this week it's like, whoever loses, their playoffs might be in possible jeopardy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Titans here. I'm sorry. I just think that the Ravens are kind of falling off. As much as I love Lamar Jackson, I'm a huge Lamar Jackson fan. Um, he's starting to look a little overrated to me. He's starting to lose me a little bit. Um, I just think that all Titans, all they need to do is have the same kind of formula on how they beat them in the playoffs. And even though Jackson, statistically speaking, had a really good game, he just kept turning the ball over. And I think Tennessee, they'll try to have that same formula and try to force some turnovers on Jackson. And I know the defense has been struggling as of late, but I really do feel like they're gonna find a way to make it a long day for Lamar Jackson. And as long as Derrick Henry is running that rock, they'll be fine on offensively. And I think the Tennessee Titans will win by a final score of, let's go, Titans 28, Ravens 23.
Okay. You know what? Give me the Ravens in this game. This is gonna be a fun game to watch. The main thing that's sticking out to me is that I do not like the Titans defense. That's the only problem that is holding this team back from getting far in the playoffs. That defense is not good at all. And I think that Lamar Jackson's going to find that out, and he's going to exploit that. So give me the Ravens in a close game at home.
I feel like I'm the only one choosing the other teams. I've noticed that lately with all these picks.
Yeah.
I'm choosing. And it's not like I'm making a bad pick either, but I just find it funny. I mean, some of these games they really can go in either way at the end of the day. So like this one's definitely can definitely go either way. So
I'm gonna go tight, it's a close one, 28-27.
Okay.
It's a flip of the coin on this one, but
Lamar Jackson's going to have to throw the ball a lot more than he wants to in order to win, and I don't think it's going to work.
See, that's another thing. Like, once you have to make Lamar Jackson throw the football, like he simply can't. As much as I really like the guy, I think he is a really good player, but when you need him the most to throw the football, when he's losing, he usually folds. But go ahead, Aaron.
I'm going to have to go with Mike and go Baltimore, but yeah, it's a flip of the coin. Either one of these could take it.
Dude, and I almost kind of want the Titans to win deep down because right now, if the playoffs started today, we would play the Ravens. And not that I'm not confident in my team. I don't want to play the Ravens in the first round. I just really don't. I'd rather play like the Browns or the Dolphins or maybe even the Raiders if they can get there.
You don't want that, but okay. All right. Anyways,
I thought Tennessee would beat Pittsburgh, and they didn't. So that's pretty much why I'm going with Baltimore.
Yeah. All right, Ash, what you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just messing around. Go ahead, Village. We're on the next game.
So we got the Patriots at the Texans. This is a CBS game. Patriots are favored by 2.5 points. I'm gonna go with the upset here. The Patriots aren't this good. I mean, they won a couple games here, but I feel like their struggles will. I feel like Houston's kind of due for a win. And I think Deshaun Watson and them boys will be ready to kind of upset here, and I'm gonna go with the Texans at home. The Texans are at home. Patriots defense have shown their struggles this season. As you could see from that Jets game 2 weeks ago, and I think the Texans will win this game.
I want to be wrong so bad, but I got to go with the Patriots. I just can't trust Houston, man. As even though they got Deshaun Watson and they're at home, I can't. I want the Patriots to lose because if they win this game, man, I mean they're kind of back in this, So I would want them to lose, but I just don't see it, man. I think this defense will because last time they played, I mean, Deshaun Watson ran all over that defense, but I think this time around it's going to be a lot different. And I think Cam Newton and the New England Patriots offense will do enough because at the end of the day, Houston's defense is very suspect. And I got the Patriots winning this game by a final score of 21-17.
Give me the Patriots because, like you said, the Texans just – I want them to win, but I can't see it. They just got too many holes.
However, though, it wouldn't surprise me if the Texans win, but I just can't pick for them. But go ahead.
Yeah, I can kind of see the same thing. Honestly, the Patriots look terrible. Was it Monday night they played the Ravens?
Sunday night. They still won, though. That's the thing. They still won.
Oh! I mixed that up. I mixed that up. I was thinking Ravens.
Are you talking about the Jets game?
No, I think I got confused. I thought the Patriots
look bad in the Jets game though.
No, they look very good in the Patriots or the Ravens game, which I kind of
I was gonna say they won. They beat a pretty good football team. I guess.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I thought it went the other way. Give me the Patriots to win though.
Yeah. Okay.
I am gonna go with Houston Village Boy on this one. I think they're back on track after last week. Has anybody had a harder schedule than Houston?
I don't even know.
I don't know, man. Houston has played a very tough schedule, I've noticed.
They played us. They played.
I hardly think so.
They played the Ravens.
Baltimore.
They played the Steelers.
But they also lost to teams that they should have beat. They lost to the Vikings at home.
I
think they lost
another come up.
I think they lost another game that they should have won as well. I'm trying to think of a game, but I can't.
That bad.
Yeah, but remember, they were 1-5 before they started winning. So
that's true.
But yeah, I guess you're right. But I don't know. I remember they were at home, and I thought I didn't pick them. I actually picked the Vikings, but I had a feeling that they could win that game though. The game could have won either way. But yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Cole?
You got a score prediction, Cole?
I'm thinking somewhere around 2017 Houston. 2017. I was thinking Houston, but no, I'm thinking New England.
Okay.
I mean, the Texans gotta win some games outside of the.
They just can't beat Jacksonville. The only two teams that they've beaten so far.
Texans definitely have to win some games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no point of tanking because the draft pick that you traded away, Miami has that pick, dude. Oh my gosh, man, Miami has a bright future, man. They got the quarterback of their future. They have a good coach. They have a good football team, and now they might have a top draft pick, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Another possible landing spot for Bieniemy.
That'd be funny if he went there. I mean, he's got a good.
Speaking of tanking, it's funny to me that the Jets are obviously going to get the number one pick when Trevor Lawrence has said he doesn't want to be a Jet.
I heard some rumors about that, but yeah. Did we all get our picks?
So they're going to have to trade that pick away.
Did we all get our picks for this game?
Yeah. Who's next? Or
what's next?
We got, speaking about the Dolphins, we got the Dolphins at the Denver Broncos.
Oh God. Okay, we can just make this easy.
Miami's a
Miami's a
3.5 favorite.
Mhm.
I gotta go with the Dolphins. They really surprised me this season. I like what Brian Flores is building. I like the Dolphins defense. I like Tua. Um, I like Tua a lot. And the Broncos, they're just. I don't know if John Elway's a good GM in Denver. I
He's
really don't
not.
think he's not.
Can't find a quarterback, that's for sure.
Yeah, it seems like Drew Lock
Definitely
is a
not a quarterback.
failure. And I just I'm sick and tired of Broncos fans telling me that they keep making excuses for this guy, but this guy sucks.
He
Sucks.
sucks.
Yep.
He's horrible.
Yeah.
Just threw 4 picks against the Raiders defense. No offense, Ash, but your defense ain't world beaters, and he's just not good enough. He can't read. He can't read defenses well. Keeps throwing pick sixes. Threw a pick six against us. Threw 4 picks against you guys. I mean, this dude's horrible. He's not even gonna play this week anyways. So that logic, I'm just gonna go off the freaking Dolphins.
Give me the
I don't
Sorry,
want to
Henry.
see him do well.
Are you reading the comments, Ash?
Michael, I'm reading this guy, Peter Rodriguez.
Yeah, I just saw that as well.
This dude's hilarious. Well, he did get the tall part right, but I'm Middle Eastern. I'm not black, but
Yeah, I see Miami winning this one,
I got
31
Miami
to
winning.
24.
Yeah, Miami wins probably in a blow. I got Miami winning 35-16.
Yep, Miami easily.
Yep.
All right, so then next game then.
Okay,
Bet you it's another easy pick.
we got the Jets at the Chargers.
Called it. I called it. I was like, I bet you it's another easy game.
Chargers are favored 9.5 points.
Chargers,
even
but it
need to-
really wouldn't surprise me if the Jets win because Chargers. Let's be real.
Jets
Let's compromise
continue
to that, Raiders and Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
The
Rip
Chargers
Ellie
are
original,
just-
dude.
The Jets
I don't
continue
feel
to
that
tank.
bad for him. Remember, he has the Lakers and Dodgers.
That's true. That's very
How
true.
scary does Herbert look, though?
He's good.
Um,
He's very
Herbert's legit. Herbert, it's
Yeah.
definitely legit.
So I'm gonna go with the Chargers here as the Jets continue to go 0-16 here.
Did you see?
And
Did you see Herbert got a
9-0.
haircut?
Yeah.
It looks so weird, man.
In fact, he kind of looks like me again because I got my hair cut like that too because of the whole, I haven't gone
So
to
wait, yeah, because you kind of look like Justin Herbert a
Need a
little bit. Like,
17
your
shirt.
haircut, when you get a haircut, it looks exactly like that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I just got one. So I literally look exactly like Justin Herbert. Like a carbon copy. So
Jesus Christ, baby Herbert in the house.
yep. Give me the Chargers.
I got the Chargers. They'll win. Final score 30-10.
Yeah.
30-10.
Chargers because the Jets are the Jets. That's basically it.
Mhm.
Yep. But again, it wouldn't surprise me if the Chargers won or the Jets won. I'm sorry.
They could win at some point, but I don't think it's this week. I think Chargers
It better
blow
not
them
be
out
against
easy.
us. It better not be against us.
I would love that.
Oh, I know.
30-17
would
Chargers
so
because the
love
Jets,
that.
like you
Beat
said,
the
are the Jets.
Chiefs, and then
All right.
lose to
What's the next
Jets.
game, Village Boy?
we got the Packers at the Colts. We got the Packers at the Colts.
That's
This
a good
is
one.
Fox game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indy's favored by 1.5 points. You know what? I'm gonna pick the upset. I like what the Colts are doing. I like the Colts defense. I mean, Philip Rivers. I know he didn't really turn over the ball last week, so he's done better so far and not turning over the ball. I like this Colts defense a lot. I like their special teams, and I think the Packers didn't really play that good last week against a really weak Jags team, and I think that the Packers will lose in Indianapolis by a final score of 20-26. I'm gonna go with the Colts at home.
Okay. Ash, how about you?
I agree with Village Boy. I think the Colts, they're at home. Remember the Packers, they almost lost to Jacksonville, and the Packers have been looking very suspect these past few weeks after that 4-0 start. They got blown out against Tampa Bay. They lost to the Vikings at home, and now they almost lost to the Jaguars. And, I think the Colts are going to find a way to win. I definitely do think that the running back Jonathan Taylor, he might have a big game. I could see him totally cracking 100 because the Packers' rush defense is very suspect. As long as Phillip Rivers doesn't turn over the football, I think they're going to be fine. And their defense, man, they're playing sensational. I think they get after Rodgers a few times this game. Maybe Rodgers throws a pick even. So I'm gonna go with the Colts, and I got the Colts winning by a final score of let's go 33-30 in overtime. I think they win by a field goal.
Dude, give me the Packers. I think that this is going to be a good game, but I think Phillip Rivers in the end is going to come back to hurt him. That defense, very underrated. It's very good. Naheem Hines, dare I say, is better than Jonathan Taylor. I mean,
they've been handed it too.
Oh yeah, and Hines too. I feel like him and Hines could definitely have a big day because again, Green Bay's. I don't really trust Green Bay's rush defense, but go ahead.
I mean, give me the Packers in a close game. I wouldn't be shocked if the Colts won it, but like you said, the Packers have been playing kind of bad recently, but give me the Packers to bounce back.
I'm going to say 27-21 Colts. Inside 2 minutes they win.
Okay.
I say Packers.
Last possession.
All right. What's the next game, Village Boy?
We got the Cowboys at the Vikings, and this is a 4:25 p.m. game on Fox, and the Vikings are favored by 7. I'm gonna go with Minnesota here, as they re-entered themselves as a wild card contender in the NFC. They've been winning a lot of games. I think they started off 1-5. See, I feel like this Viking team reminds me of the Chiefs team in 2015, where we started 1-5, and they just went on a run, just winning a lot of games.
I'm not laughing at you.
He's reading the comments.
Village, I'm not laughing at you, by the way. I'm laughing at the comments.
Yeah, I know.
Peter.
So I'm gonna go the Vikings at home and just let Dalvin cook. Just let Dalvin cook.
Let Dalvin Cook. That's pretty cool, funny, because his last name is Cook. I agree. I got to go with the Minnesota Vikings here, man. I think they're starting to really get it together. Maybe they might sneak in. I don't know. They have been playing very good football as of late. Cousins has been playing better. Dalvin Cook is. I hate to say it, I think he's better than Josh Jacobs. I think it's him and Henry.
He's the best in the game, dude.
I think him and Henry are like 1A, 1B. I slightly favor Henry, but I like you said Cook is the best in the game. I wouldn't blame you if you said a comment like that. Like I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't be against that.
Right now,
I think they're both great at the end of the day, and they're at home. And the Cowboys, man, yeah, they're getting Andy Dalton back, but this defense is suspect, and I feel like Andy Dalton might have a couple interceptions. I think he's going to play very rusty this game against the purple eating defense or whatever they call themselves in Minnesota.
Purple people eaters.
The purple people eaters. Yeah, whatever they call themselves, that defensive line. So I got the Vikings winning by a final score of 26-14.
Vikings are going to win this game because actually, dude, if it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson having very good seasons, I saw some stats that Dalvin Cook is having an Adrian Peterson MVP type of season so far.
Oh wow!
Keeps it up, we'll find out. But Dalvin Cook's going to eat. He's going to get his. So give me the Vikings in this game against the Cowboys.
I think Cowboys are going to come out of nowhere with their receivers, and they're going to take it with Andy Dalton back.
It's an upset pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
give me the Vikings 28-14.
Who picked the Cowboys? Aaron
picked the Cowboys, and everybody else picked the Vikings.
Wow. Your reasoning?
Their receivers and Dalton back.
Yeah, they do have a nice receiving core. I really wanted their rookie wide receiver, man.
Yeah.
As much as I really like Ruggs, man, CeeDee Lamb, man, I love that guy. Dude. He is a beast. An absolute beast.
LA is present.
LA, get in here. Actually, no, I'm about to leave soon. Don't get in here.
Okay, let's try to get these predictions in. What's
Yeah,
next?
we're
This is
almost
the Monday
done.
night. This is Monday
All
night
right, so yeah,
football game.
it's a Monday night.
So we got the Rams at the Bucks. This is a good game.
This is a good
The
game.
the Bucks were favored by 4. Last time the Bucks were on prime time, they shit the bed. This time they won't shit the bed. I'm gonna go with the Bucks here at home. The Rams defense will hold their own, but the Rams offense it's average. It's not the greatest. But I'm gonna go with the Bucks at home.
That's funny.
It's me. Sorry. You said the Rams are gonna win?
No, Bucks.
Oh, I was like, oh wow. Yeah, I think since the Bucks are at home, that was a very impressive win by the Rams last week. I didn't think they were actually going to beat Seattle. But I gotta go with Tampa Bay. I just think that Tampa Bay is just the better team. At the end of the day, I think they will put a lot of pressure. They have a really good defensive line. It's not just Aaron Donald. By the way, that's contributing on that D line. It's like Leonard Floyd, Michael Brockers, and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I feel like Brady will still find a way to connect with his weapons, and I think this Tampa Bay defense will force some turnovers from Jared Goff, maybe like in a pick or two. And I got the Patriots, not the Patriots, Buccaneers winning by a final score of I'm gonna say 23-34. 34-23 Buccaneers.
Give me the Bucks because I don't really trust the Rams offense. Their defense is better than I thought, but I don't know if the Rams can put up a lot of points. I think they kind of lack a firepower on offense. They're solid and they'll put up some points, but I don't know if they're good enough to compete with Brady and all the weapons that he's got. So give me the Bucks to win this game.
I'll go with the New England.
Tampa Bay.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay. All right, Cole, what do you think? Cole, do you got a score prediction for Rams Bucks?
I'm going to go with Tampa 38-24.
All right. Is that all the predictions?
Yes. I do want to say
okay. Go ahead.
38-24
I want to say, everybody, subscribe to Ash Raider now. I appreciate
it. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Michael.
He'll be here, win or lose, regardless. And
of course, man, I'll always be
genuine
here,
Raiders fan. So
hopefully it'll be a win. But for the Raiders,
I do have a question for you.
Ooh, Chiefs. Yeah, what's up, Aaron?
So if Bieniemy does go somewhere else and the Raiders the Chiefs get 3 or 2 third-rounders, what do you think of that?
I'm sorry, what now?
There's
I'm not following.
On the Chiefs getting 2 third-round picks if Bieniemy goes to coach.
I've already kind of expressed my opinion on it. I mean, obviously, you guys wouldn't really care because it helps you guys, but I just think it's a really stupid rule.
I think it's dumb too.
It's just a bad look on the NFL when it comes to like racism. It's like you think that like it's like people from the outside perspective are gonna think like, wow, the NFL is like racist now because I understand what they're trying to do, but implying this rule, it's just a bad look in the NFL. Like I understand they want to try to add more minorities to head coaching, general manager position, but I just think it's a really bad look. I'm sure Eric Bieniemy is going to get a job in the NFL. I think he's one of the better coordinators. I think he might be the best offensive coordinator in the league. I'm sure he'll get a job. But anyways, you guys, man, shout out to KC Sports Report, Michael, for hosting this great stream. Shout out to Chiefs Kingdom. I still don't like you guys, but it's a mutual respect thing with as far as rivals goes. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to was it Sean? Your name is what? I need to see your name again. Cole. Shout out to Cole. Shout out to Village Boy. Shout out from Chief Urag from earlier, man. Shout out to my boy LA Original if he's still watching. Shout out to all the people in the chat, especially to Peter Rodriguez, man, for thinking that I went to prison and I'm black, which I'm not, but that's funny to think I am. Once again, sub up to Ash Raider, man. And shout out to all the Raiders and Chiefs fans on here, man. Good luck to you guys this Sunday, man.
Good luck to you guys.
It's going to be a great game regardless, I think. And Hope to hear
Not bad
from all
for
you guys
a
again, man.
Raiders fan, bud.
Yeah. All right, man. Good talking to you guys.
Good talking to
Have
you.
a good one. Nice to
Good
meet
talking
you.
to you.
Y'all have a good night, man. All
You
right,
too.
take care.
You too.
Well, on that note, I think I'm going to end this stream just because we've been doing this for a long time. So I appreciate everybody for coming out. Tonight was a different stream, but at the same time, I think it was a very cool one. Kind of got to see a lot of Raiders fans, which is normal, but glad to talk to Cole and Aaron and some of the other guys that were able to come in. If you guys like this stream, hit that like button and subscribe for more content. We hit 3.8K during the stream, which is fantastic. We're going to keep on pushing towards 4K, and hopefully if the Chiefs make a playoff run, we'll get 5K very soon. But again, I appreciate everybody for coming out. You can follow me on Instagram at KC_sports report. I know Village Boy has something to plug, so where can the people find you, Village Boy?
They can find me at Chiefs Palace. It's just Chiefs Palace. That's my Instagram page. I got I think almost 4K followers on there. So yeah, I post news, what's going on with the Chiefs and all that stuff. So yeah.
Good page to follow. So do you guys have anything to plug or anything that you want to shout out?
I was live on RGR today.
Well,
So was I.
I'll go check that out afterwards then. So again, I appreciate everybody for coming by. And again, hopefully the Chiefs can take care of business this Sunday. And as always, I'll be back after the game to give you my thoughts. So with that being said, have a great rest of your Friday night. Thanks for coming out.
You too.